And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and Landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. They don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this off before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And hey, Landlord is running a little bit late. You know, he's running it up. You know, pack touchdown, man. He got to run through it in the trap. So he'll be on here in a little bit, man. You give him about 20 minutes, he'll slide in. But right now, you're looking at one half of Cowboys Convos. It is your boy Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. And we will get drunk and nefarious tonight, man. So, hey, we really got a bunch of stuff to cover, man. You know, not OTAs, but mandatory mini camp is going on. There's news from that. You know, they up here sticking cameras and microphones in front of players' faces. And they did that with Micah Parsons of all people. So Micah Parsons said some things. It rubbed some people the wrong way. We're going to talk about it. We're actually going to play it in a little bit so y'all can hear it. Y'all can come to your own conclusion. You just ain't got to hear me rant on about it. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the CeeDee Lamb holdout a little bit more. And hey, we're gonna have ourselves a good time over here in the trap in the liquor store, man. But hey, real quick, salute to everybody out there in the chat box, man. Let me show y'all some love. Cynthia Casillas in the building, man. What's up with you? My boy King G in the building. He said, let's get this trap jumping around the corner. Let's go. My boy A said, trap. I see y'all putting on for my brother Landlord. Salute to y'all. Daniel Barrera Sports Highlights. What's up with you, man? Salute. David Tappany Ironman in the building, man. Salute to you. AKA Tony Stark in the building. Elijah Robinson in the building, man. Salute to you. Ruben Sain Hernandez in the building, man. What's up with you? William Gann Jr., what's up with you? Thank y'all for tapping in and showing love to the platforms, man. And hey, y'all know the usual rules of engagements when you tap in with your independent content creators, man. Make sure when y'all slide in here, y'all hit that like button. You know, it goes a long way in helping out with the algorithm, and pretty much that's how we survive out here, man. If you want a platform to grow, a channel to grow, you gotta have the likes, you gotta have the views, you gotta have more people interact with the content. So if you got love for Landlord, you want to see the trap do numbers, you want to see the trap boom and continue to grow, hit that like button over there. If you got love for Henny, you want to see the liquor store prosper, and for us to continue to do the things we've been doing, hit that like button, man. Hey, Beat by Money in the building, man. What's up with you? Tamika, what's up with you? Thank y'all for tapping in and showing love to the platform. Salute to y'all. Also, after you hit that like button, man, make sure y'all spin right back around and hit that share button. Because listen, I know your mama, your auntie, your uncle, somebody done told you in your life that sharing was caring. Right? And in the liquor store, we believe in manifestation. We're trying to manifest that 6th championship for the Dallas Cowboys. So share the content 6 times. It can be with 6 different It could be with 6 different family members. It could be with 6 different co-workers. It does not matter, man. Just share the content 6 times and help us manifest that 6th championship for the Dallas Cowboys, man. Yo, Eastside Harold, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the platform. My boy, the Silver Slay in the building, man. He said, got love for the trap and the liquor store, my dudes. What's up with you? Eastside Harold, you know damn well you a Dallas Cowboys fan. Listen, Eastside Harold got a Dak Prescott tramp stamp. That man is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, man. Don't let him come in here and play with y'all emotions like he a hater. That man don't ever be on no Houston Texans content creators vibes, man. That man be over here with us getting that Dallas Cowboys dope, man. So, hey, shout out to Eastside Harold, man. You are the biggest Dallas Cowboys fan and supporter that I know. So, salute to you, man. Salute to you. Yo, Lee, what's up with you? Marcus, what's up with you? King G said 6 different baby mamas. Yeah, man. You know Eastside Harold, man. Nah, it's not even undercover no more, man. He is out the closet. That man is strictly out the damn closet at this point, man. So, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's start with the Micah Parsons. Yeah, let's start with the Micah Parsons talk, man. I'm going to let y'all hear it. I ain't going to be nobody to pass judgment or nothing like that, right? I'm going to let y'all decide what y'all feel about that. And then, of course, when Landlord slides in here, we'll ask him what he feeling. So let me go ahead and share the content with y'all. Hold on, Micah Parsons. There it go. Booyah. So there. All right. So I'm finna hit the play button. You'll be able to see it and hear it. So let me minimize this music. Let me hit the play button. These are the comments that Micah Parsons made that rubbed some people the wrong way, right? So let's see if y'all feel like what he said was appropriate or not. So here it goes.
So the trip was obviously I did it last year, but we go international. We have camps. We did camps all across Europe, but this year we did it all across. We did one in Shanghai, China, and we had a big one in Tokyo, and that's what Flex works. We're just trying to spread the brand of football, and then there's a lot of kids who are, parents are in the Army, so it's good for them to like see us, and like their experience is great because obviously football is not so big down there. So I think it's always an amazing opportunity to do that.
Sumo wrestling's big.
Yeah.
So what you think about that?
Nah, sumo's legit. So at first I was like, man, I'm gonna do that. Like I'm gonna hop in there, and so they have tiers, and the tier that I had was like, you could put it like as if he was like in like. The kid was 17 at the still, so he's a high schooler, really. And there's like tiers, so there's black belts and the white belts, and I could show you a video of the white belts, and they're completely different. So imagine a zero tech and a center doing in the Oklahoma drill every play without pads, and it's like so violent. And they was like, you still want to do it? I was like, nope, that's a walking concussion. I was like, do you guys get a lot of concussions? It was like, yeah, but it's just a part of it. I was like, nah, it's not a part of my sport. I was like, so sumo wrestling is a completely different. Their techniques, their style is so mind-boggling. Like, they tried to show me a couple things, and I just failed completely. Like, very challenging. Had my legs shaking, and I was like, man, I need to do more legs. They do legs every day. So, hitting them's like a brick wall, really. So I think they wouldn't be good offensive linemen because they can't move that well. But you put them in a zero tech, say, don't move, oh, man, that'd be great. So I'm recruiting some as we speak.
All right, you haven't been here as frequently as others. Mm-hmm. What was the thought process behind that?
I mean, I think that's always been kind of my style. I think I really haven't been here since, my rookie season. So I don't think it's anything new. I think I always had, my own way of doing things. And, defense is defense. I'm pretty much caught up on everything. I went over it. Paul was meeting up with me, the run game coordinator. So I really wasn't missing anything. So I feel like I was just getting better, getting stronger, getting faster, just doing my things and what Micah does in the offseason. Wrestle sumos. So I just have fun.
But a lot of people are obviously, there's talking points about the fact that you do have a new defensive coordinator here and the value of just in terms of leadership too, getting around the young guys. What's your pushback on that?
Yeah, I think the more years you have in, the more you understand that there's also like the business side to it. And, you know, whether I like it or not, there's rookies or people I came with that's not even here anymore, you know, and I think that's what camp is for. I mean, there was a time where Aaron Donald didn't even go to camp and he won Defensive Player of the Year and he realized his team in the playoffs. Like, are we forgetting these times? Like, he wasn't, you're talking about the best defensive player, wasn't even in camp. And we're in mini camp, or voluntary at that. So, you know, camp would say something that's mandatory. So I'm just looking at a time for my body to heal. I'm an undersized rusher who gets banged up every year. So I'm just letting my body heal. I'm just trying to grow, strengthen, and really just get ready for the year.
In the offseason, you had said, well, we're still in the offseason, you had talked about chemistry. There was some issues with chemistry. And then with you not being here as frequent, some would say, well, aren't you contradicting yourself when you talk about chemistry within this team?
Well, I would say, you ever watch Remember the Titans? We're going to be in Oxnard a very, very long time. There's going to be a lot of chemistry in that building. And I think that's really the time where you see everything. Like, it's hard to really teach someone without pads or true contact or hand points. Like, it's just not realistic. We can't even touch each other. We're going to lose a draft pick or something like that. Like, it's just, it's outrageous. It's not even really, I think right now it's just more technique. It's a lot of walkthroughs right now, nothing to anything. So for my position where I'm at, it's a lot of individual. And I could be doing a lot of individual by myself or with my trainer.
Have you talked to any veterans about this is the way you should do it or not do it? Like, do you have mentors that you've sort of said, what should I be doing with my body? Like, where does this come from?
Well, understanding the business side of it too. You know, your body, this is all I have. This is all I have to offer the Cowboys. You know, before you sign a contract, you go through a physical. Before you do anything, before you're even on a team, you got to go through a physical. Like, this is your this is your engine. Like, this is where all my equity lies. I have no equity outside of this to offer them. So at the end, you got to understand, you know, availability is the best ability. And if I'm not available when it really matters because I'm banged up or my body's not healing properly or I didn't get all the rehab and treatment that I need to be successful, then, you know, that's on me. It's not on them. They're just finding next me, you know, so.
Pushback. What if other teammates started to do that?
I think some do. Some people still do. They still go to other trainings outside of this. They still do that. Like, you know, it's a normality, really. I don't think one person just uses the team trainers and things like that.
The building relationship part, how is that within the locker room and that kind of thing? Because when you talk about chemistry, you also think about that.
I mean, you don't just build relationship in the locker room. I mean, me and Chauncey just went to Columbia together. Sam was there too. I mean, I don't think a locker room is the only way I build chemistry with my teammates. Now you're talking about rookies. I mean, I come in here and I sit in a Cub tub and I talk to some of the rookies. Like, just because I'm actively not here at the designated time doesn't mean I don't come in.
Micah, you talked about the business side with CD handling his business. You had him on your podcast and you guys talked about it. Just how do you kind of view his situation and everything?
Oh, I mean, CD about to hit the brink truck. He about to get his, you know. But I can't think of someone more deserving. You're talking about hand-in-hand. I think CD's, you know, the best receiver in the league. If not, if you ever want to argue a top three, but in my eyes, seeing his mindset, how he comes every day, I think he deserves every penny. So I'm going to be super excited for him for whatever his contract lays out. But it's going to be a nice contract for sure.
And if you were his agent, what would you pay him? More or less than Justin Jefferson?
Oh, I mean, if I'm his agent, CD's getting about 36. But I'm not his agent. I don't think, you know, numbers aside, I don't know obviously what goes on, what's the combative arguments on who or whatever it is that may be. But, I mean, if Jefferson said it, I think you could argue that CD's better, however you want to put it. But CD should be right there with him.
So is the Brinks truck coming for you?
I mean, one day, time will tell. You know, I can't really put a timetable on mine. All I got to do is keep getting sacks, and, you know, that stuff is going to handle itself.
As players, do you guys kind of respect when a player is holding out to handle his business in the way that he is?
Yeah, you understand that business aspect. You know, why would CD come over here and pull a hamstring or, you know, God forbid anything just stupid happens and that ruins his equity in his body. That's his engine, you know, but CD's out getting better. You know, I got CD on everything. I know how hard he's training. He's super excited for this year. Just let the numbers handle numbers, and he'll be back.
What about your conversations with Coach McCarthy this offseason? Having been here a little bit, how do you feel like you're communication with him has been?
Oh, me and Coach McCarthy are super well. We met for an hour or so just the other week. I think people don't understand how much more I think McCarthy's invested into me on becoming a leader and what he thinks I value the team and where we're headed. So I think me and McCarthy is really good, and I actually value our conversations and our relationship growing more as he's been here, and I think that's very powerful to me because, obviously I think he's kind of took on the challenge of when Dan left to kind of be that voice for me, and I really appreciate that.
Does it disappoint you at all that the team hasn't done more this offseason? You mentioned on your podcast after the season ended about being all in and making all these big moves. Does that disappoint you at all?
It doesn't disappoint me. If you kind of figure out how the money goes and how the contract goes, you kind of understand that business side. I think CD takes up the value of 2 or 3 players. You're talking about $30+ million a year. That's 2 or 3 guys. So if you do that, how can you afford to pay CD Lamb? And that goes on for other guys potentially. So I think the mindset I have is we have 7 All-Pros or however the count may be. It might be more, it might be less. Or we got at least 3 guys that I know can be All-Pro. I think Ferguson could be an All-Pro guy. I think a lot of guys are gonna have breakout years. So. I think that plays a count into it too. Tyler Smith, I think he'll be a first-team All-Pro this year, and you got to think about him towards the future. So when you talk about all these guys, it just leads to say, hey, when are the other guys going to step up and be better for the team?
In the old days, they would say you need to come to everything, right? All voluntary, whatever, even though it was voluntary, You think that's changing with this generation of players?
I don't think it's changing, but I think some people definitely get paid to be here, and I don't think people take that account either. Some people get paid a whole bunch of money to be here, and some don't, and I'm not one of them. So
that chatter of the old school mentality, everybody should be there. Micah should be there outside the building. Does that bother you? People say that?
People say things about the podcast, and I'm a president. How that look? People always got a perspective. Let people have a perspective. You guys have your perspective of how the team building, and I have my perspective of how it's building. You guys have perspectives of who we should sign. I have perspectives of who we should sign. Everyone's due to their own perspective, whether we like it or not. So, shout out to freedom of speech.
You think you need a poker face a little bit more, especially during the draft? You think you need a poker face?
Nah, I don't need a poker face. I like what we're doing. I would say that. I think. Just being out here today, I definitely think people are going to be very, surprised how good we really are.
You talked about the way your body feels, and you get beat up during the season. Are you back now to feeling 100%? And if so, when did you get to that point? How long did it take you after the season?
Bro, it really takes me months to really get back. It takes me months to even hit the field. I don't hit the field until May. I really take time to build my ligaments back up, get a lot of PT, do a lot of muscle endurance things to get my muscles back. You got to train your muscles to get back. Working properly and fluently if you know anything about training. So I don't really hit the field until about May, June anyway.
Weight-wise, are you the same as last year? Is that the goal? Weight-wise, are you trying to be the same as you were?
Yeah, I don't think I should pass 250. I'm super explosive. I think I was way stronger. I think I've, showed a lot of things that people thought I couldn't do. And I think people will even be more surprised this year.
What are your early impressions of Mike Zimmer?
Honestly, man, me and Zim probably said a total of 20 words to each other.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a very quiet person, and all I keep hearing from the coaches is like, Zim likes it this way. I was like, well, I like it this way, so I can't wait to have my true sit down with him. I think it'll be pretty cool because obviously old school mindset, old school mentality. But, I think he has a lot of great players, but he ain't never had a Micah before. So it'll be fun, and I think it's going to be unique. There's a lot of similarities on things, how he used me with how Dan used me in the system. But he has more tweaks in terms of how he's going to set things up. And also, there's some things that I got to get used to, too. It's going to be a compromisable relationship. There's going to be things he's like, I'm not going to give on, I don't give on. That's a part of the whole regime,
It's going to be an interesting camp.
Yeah, it will.
Long camp.
A long camp. We're down there till the 24th. It's going to be a full month this time. Yeah. It's not going to be that 2-3 weeks. It's going to be
longer.
You got a scrimmage with the Rams.
Yeah, it's going to be a very long camp.
I think that's yours, yeah. Or I don't.
The candy.
I just have candy. That's all I have.
Is yours too? No, that's mine. No. Oh, okay.
And West Coaster snuck through the back door on us, man. What's up with you, man?
What's up with you? I'm really undecided between a Butterfinger and some Smarties right now. Like I'm really undecided right now.
Between Butterfingers and a Smartie.
Yep.
Butterfinger.
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 Just a few. I went with the Butterfinger. We're gonna see in about 15 minutes if he was right.
So
Can I pay with this one? Then I need to get cash for this right here. I mean, I need to get Tupac for this.
So everybody out there, y'all heard Micah Parsons and his comments in regards to a bunch of different things, though. Like, y'all heard him discuss not really speaking to Mike Zimmer up to this point. Y'all heard him discuss why he wasn't there. He felt he was better suited training privately since he'll be in a bunch of one-on-one opportunities all season. So what are y'all thoughts in the chat box? And then once y'all put them in there, I'm going to see.
I mean, I just need to.
Yeah, but I only have a little bit.
I literally only came in here to get James for this.
Yeah, but this is all we have.
Can we ask her right there then?
He wants to know if he can get Mike. But I only.
All right. So yeah, he said Brian Browder said it best. Micah don't like classroom training. He want to be on the field. I have zero problems with that. Okay. So that's one way to look at it. What about the rest of y'all, man? So it's really a bunch of multifaceted things we're looking at here. Because listen, y'all can't hear me. My volume seems low. Let me check this shit out. What about now? Is the volume better? Put a 1 in the chat box if the volume's better. Put a 2. We still need to increase the volume. Let me know.
Nah, it went louder when you did that.
All right, cool, Gucci. So yeah, man. I wanna know what y'all feeling about what Micah said though, man. Like, really the most important thing is not really the fact of if anything he said was wrong. The question is should he have even said it? Is the question. Because not everything needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? Not everything needs to be said or spoken on. So that's really the primary thing that you should say. Even if you haven't spoken to Mike Zimmer, even if you plan on butting heads with him because you're hard-headed, you heard that he's stubborn, you planning on standing your ground, should you have said that publicly is the question.
Hell no, you shouldn't have said that. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, like I'm telling you, I rock with Micah Parsons. I rock with him, bro, but he is not going to be a Dallas Cowboy very long. He's not, bro. He's not going to be a Dallas Cowboy very long. Because I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you right now, bro, like, listen, I'm all for freedom of speech, but he doing stuff that I be like, damn, bro. Now you be like, Micah, you be doing stuff that I even be like that statement that he made right now, listen to me. For a guy like Micah Parsons, that's not a good statement on 32 teams that you're on. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If he would have been on a Belichick-ish ass team, Belichick would have checked his ass for that. Belichick would have checked his ass. Somebody would have checked him for that. Like, what is you talking about, bro? You're our star defensive player, and you're telling me that you're our defensive players. And then he tried to make a snap, say something like, everybody keeps telling me that Zim likes it like this. Well, what is you talking about, bro? What is you talking about, Micah? What is you really talking about right now, bro? Like, What is you doing, bro? Knock it the off, bro. What is you doing?
Yeah, like, even if it's true, like some things don't
like, even if it's true, shut up. If it's even true, you damn shit. Listen to me. If it's true, you really don't lie, motherfucker. Lie, nigga, lie. What did we say earlier today? Lie to me. Lie to me. Lie to me. If you lie to me, it makes me feel better for this moment. Just lie to me.
Even JC don't even usually cuss. This man, what is he really talking about? Like, shit.
Yeah, like, what is you talking about, dog? Like, that's what I'm saying. Micah has gotten to the point where he's saying stuff that we're even like, bro, what is you talking about?
Hey, y'all know we rock with Micah Parsons, and that man.
Yeah, but, like, it's like your homeboy say something, and you be like, wait, you said what? Well, we're talking about, I didn't mean that.
Oh man. So let's just dissect everything he said. Let's start with he didn't come to voluntary workouts because he wanted to work out with his trainer because he felt it pretty much he said it was better for him to work out by himself than to come to the voluntary OTAs and stuff. What did you feel about that particular talking point?
I'll say this: he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth.
He is,
because OTAs is about organized team activity. If he's getting individual specialized training on his skill set. So he is actually factually true in that statement. The individual training that Micah Parsons is getting is better than what the Cowboys are offering him.
Right, because
the Cowboys don't have. Listen to me. You got to think like this: Micah Parsons is probably paying some coach between $150 to $200,000 to coach him. Right? You want to know why? Because he makes he wants to make $40 million. Like the Dallas and this is a guy that's making like $200K off of Micah Parsons alone, right? This guy probably got other guys that he trains too. This is a multi-millionaire that's training that's training Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboys have a guy, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say at the OTA that they're not even allowing the defensive backs to play the ball in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
so
it's not really like no challenge in that, man. It's probably what they got Micah Parsons doing is probably more difficult, right? He's been on side quests with CJ Stroud. He out in Tokyo wrestling sumo wrestlers and shit, doing football camps. So like he's having a good time. He's training. He's staying in shape. But at the same time, it doesn't mean you have to say it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what else. You know what else is not? You know what else is also not happening? Like he's really like the only person that is being like talked about that's not going to training camp. There's a lot of dudes that are not going to training camp right now, and the reason being is because he did. Listen to me, Micah didn't say anything that was not true. I do not want you to believe he said a bunch. He was not lying.
He ain't lying.
There are literally guys who are getting paid a whole lot of money to be at training camp, and then there are guys who are not. You know what I'm saying?
You got to remember, Lamar Jackson.
And that's a true statement. Statement.
Lamar Jackson missed almost $1 million for not going to OTAs. It was in his
$750,000.
Yeah, so $250,000.
But
$250,000.
But no, that's more than a quarter. That's a quarter's $250,000. He lost $750,000.
I should have said $750,000 $1 million.
Bro, you don't even lose. They don't even know a Nicky. They don't even have a cute name for that because you ain't supposed to lose that type of money.
Right.
Nigga, if somebody's offering you, even Lil Baby said on a song, he said, this is what Lil Baby said on the song. He said, $750 for the check, call the jet because I can't miss this check. That's what Lil Baby said. He said, I $750, I can't miss that check.
Yeah, Landlord gonna be
call
in
the
here
jet.
soon. Yeah, Landlord gonna be in here soon. We had a show scheduled, and he just running a little bit behind on work. He'll be popping in here momentarily though, Nate Brown. But yeah, man, like
you ain't Landlord got a real job.
A real job. Like shit.
Like when he come home tired and stuff, like in sweat, oh baby, take my shoes off. Like he got one of them where you gotta ask your kids to take your shoes off. Undo my shoes, please. He got one of them jobs.
He's hard working man.
Yes, bro. Like he forget to take his hard hat off when he get in the car job. I mean, come in, walk in the house with his hard hat on, all to the left, looking like T.I.
Oh man. But yeah, man, like. It's not like you said again. We'll keep saying it. Nobody is saying Micah Parsons said anything that was not truthful. It's just sometimes it's about having tact, right? Like just because you hate somebody guts, right, and you don't like them, if you have to work with them and maintain a peaceful work environment, sometimes it's not good to vocalize that because that can cause issues, right? Sometimes it's better not to say anything at all. Your mama told you ain't had nothing nice to say, don't say shit at all. And it's not like he said anything bad, but he said some things that make you raise your eyebrows. Like you're putting up. And listen, Micah Parsons, when you say shit, they ask other people on your team about it. Like Dak Prescott got asked about you, man. Why Dak Prescott got to put out fires that you start? Facts.
And you know what it's also about? It's about knowing the temperature of the room, bro. You're not talking to Cowboys reporters. You're talking to national reporters. So what you're going to be said is going to be reported on a national level. The national public don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, listen to me. The NFL and listen to me, millionaires and broke folks. Broke folks have a problem with seeing millionaires get more money. And then broke folks also have, and hey, I am a broke folk. I'm a BF. I'm a broke folk. They have, and I don't have this problem because I know a lot of people that get money, and I got money, and I get money, and I love it for them. You know what I'm saying? But most broke folks have a problem seeing millionaires get money, and then most broke folks have a problem seeing millionaires not always doing what they were supposed to do to get that money. Like this, a millionaire will see a broke folk dude on his day off chilling with his kids and will have no problem with it. The millionaire ain't gonna say nothing to you. Oh, he off today. That's cool. Enjoy your life. He down there, he playing basketball. Enjoy your life. A broke folk will see a millionaire football player. You relaxing with your child. What the hell is you doing? You need to be on the football field. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. Well, bro, he already doing that. That's why he's in the position that we're not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that is already a huge disconnect. And I'm telling you, what Dak does, the difference between Dak and Micah is Dak tries to bridge the gap. Dak be like, I know I don't play for money. I know I don't play for money. No, I don't play for money. Look at here, man. If Jerry said he didn't pay me, man, I'll sling this football for free, man. Like, it's the love for me. That's what Dak does, right? Micah's like, man, F them kids, bruh. What do you mean? If they don't pay me, I'm not coming, bruh. Micah's like my sister. I heard my sister once tell her employee, see, no, I ain't coming. No, you're not going to mail me my check because I ain't mail you no work. I heard my sister tell her job that on the phone. That's Micah. Micah don't give a damn about the gap. And it's like, think about this. You have one guy that's actually doing it the way that national people want him to do, and y'all hate Dak. And Micah out here listening to Tupac, going to Philadelphia Eagles games. Going to Philadelphia Eagles. No, I take that back. Philadelphia 76ers. I take that back. Sixers game. 76ers game. He did go to a Max game too. Same night they lost. But he did go to a Phillies game. Micah's out here doing what the hell he wants to do. And you know what he is? He's celebrated, bro. So it's all weird right now, bro. It's all weird. Because Dak embodies that humble, listen, man, yeah, I know I'm a multi-millionaire, but when I'm around, I'm just like you guys. I love to play. Micah's like, no, you ain't never had somebody like me. Who says that, bruh?
Micah Parsons.
Micah just literally disrespected freaking Everson Grip. I'm not saying, like, bro.
Neil Hunter, really.
Bro, he didn't have some dudes, bro. Zim didn't have some dudes. He had Pat Peterson, who's going to the Hall of Fame.
The Neil Hunter had 17 sacks last year. He still
like Micah, bro. You be saying stuff. You just be saying stuff sometimes, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He said Andy was taking pictures with Brian Dawkins at the damn Sixers game.
Yeah, like Mike, like listen, Micah, I know, I get it. You don't give
man, hold on, wait a minute. Zim did coach fucking. I'm sorry, he did coach Deion Sanders. What Micah Parsons talking about? That man coached. If I'm not mistaken, Charles Haley was here too. So what is Micah Parsons talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are you talking about, dog?
I just thought about it. Hell nah, Michael.
And then, and you know what you also said? You also said that there might be a chance that Zimmer might not know what to do with me because he's never had one like me. Who in the said that, bruh? About a coach that you haven't even coached under. What do you mean he's never had? Bro, you've never even listen to me. Micah, you basically said that you weren't even eligible to say that statement. You want to know why? Because, bro, you literally just said that he's never even talked to you. So what? Like, you're doing too much, bro. Go. Don't you want to get paid? If you want to get paid, this is not the way to do it, bro.
Man,
this is not the way to do it, bro.
Do you know what's crazy, man? Landlord had hit me up earlier today, You know, he had hit me up earlier today and asked me had I heard this Micah Parsons stuff, and you know, I pretty much blew it off like, man, it can't be that damn bad. Then I actually listened to it, like, yeah, Landlord wasn't tripping. Like, this man talking too damn much. like yeah, like nah, like you got a content creator, contact other content creators. That man was so egregious.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you guys a secret with Dak Prescott and why he changes his shoes. You guys got to remember he had a gruesome ankle injury, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. What I've learned after you have injuries, that there be times in moments in game where your ankle is healed, but it just needs more support. So you know what you do? You put on a high top cleat. You take that low top off and you put that high top cleat, and then sometimes that high top will feel too like it's restricting it. So then you know what you do? You take that low top off and you put that mid on, so your ankle's out just a little bit. Like Dak is gonna have to do that for the rest of his life, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be him for the rest of his life. He's healed, but that's always gonna be something that ails him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if I ever hoop again, I'm gonna have to put knee braces on both knees because I ain't got no ACLs.
You know what I'm saying? And this what? One game you might not have to.
Yeah, I might feel good. I might feel 21 day. He said Micah is going to get, and listen, that's beyond a shadow of a doubt. Micah Parsons will get paid by somebody. We wanted to be by the Dallas Cowboys. That's why we don't want him to say too damn much. Like at the end of the day, we still need Micah Parsons. Like he's still your best pass rusher. He's still one of the better defensive players in the league at his position. We just know that the Joneses,
I don't think the Cowboys feel they need him though. I'm gonna keep it real. I honestly don't. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I know. But they didn't feel like they needed Amari Cooper either. They do shit like that from personal perspective. The reason Amari Cooper is not a Dallas Cowboy is not because of anything Amari Cooper did on the damn football field.
Facts.
Amari Cooper was still one of the better wide receivers in the league, and he still would have been a better option right now at this point in time than Brandon Cooks. I am sorry. Even if you wanted to elevate CeeDee Lamb to be the true number one, all Amari Cooper had to do was take a step back and be the number two option. You still would have had a better wide receiving core than what you have right now with him on this damn team. So that's my issue with it. Like, I want them to re-sign Micah Parsons. It just comes down to if he says too much or rubs them the wrong way, he might not be here because they're petty.
Hey, when was the last time the Cowboys moved contractually like they needed a player? Amari Cooper when they traded for him?
Can we say that? Can we say contractually? Because he was on a rookie deal.
Bruh, you gave up a first-round pick when Amari Cooper probably could have went at that time for like a second or a third. Because everybody said we overpaid for Amari Cooper.
You overpaid for him. You said contractually. That's why I asked you.
I know. But but you're right. Because Amari Cooper almost went to Washington. Think about it, Amari. You probably should have took the money. You probably should have took more money.
Yeah, you should have took the money and terrorized the motherfuckers for a couple years.
Because the only thing you got was to go play in Cleveland for the same amount of money.
Pretty much. And then you went over there and restructured. You know what I'm saying? Like Dallas did Amari Cooper so damn dirty. If we being honest about it, they did that man extremely dirty.
My boy says you can't hide on a trade like you trade Parsons. That would call you dumb. Honestly, I don't think anybody would call you dumb for trading Micah Parsons because quarterbacks are getting traded like it's nothing, man. In this day of age, there was a chance Lamar Jackson could have not been a damn Baltimore Raven. And it looked like it for a moment it could have even went in that direction. Like these teams, honestly, there are only like certain teams that actually even show that. Like the Kansas City Chiefs, they show that. And it's not even the Patrick Mahomes. They paid the defensive dude. Everybody thought they were going to let, Chris Jones walk. They ain't let him walk.
Yeah, they traded the corner before they did.
Yeah, exactly. They got rid of somebody else and gave him that money. So I think there are organizations that do it. Like Tennessee Titans want Tony Pollard. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I've been sneakily watching Tony Pollard, bro. He looks so smooth in training at OTAs, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. I was like, bro, I still don't believe. Listen, I'm not knocking he ain't a running back, but I feel Tennessee is going to use him way better than the Dallas Cowboys did.
Probably so. They actually will figure out a way to implement him in the run game correctly. And two, I think they're throwing the football.
Yeah, and I bet you he ain't gonna be blocking a goddamn person.
No, and that's one thing I will say, man. Not every running back has to be a blocking running back, man. Alvin Kamara don't block nobody. He's still been a Pro Bowl running back in the league for I don't know how long. I don't think Christian McCaffrey is one of the better blocking running backs in the league either. I think he does enough, but like he out there catching passes on third down most of the time. So you don't have to be a damn guard or tackle, as a running back when you're blocking. You just got to be serviceable and give me a receiving option.
Unless your team is requiring you to do it, then there lies a problem.
It is a problem when you think about it like that.
See, the Saints require Kamara to do it. So it's like he ain't got to because not a part of their offense. Exactly. In Dallas, we were hoping that he could do that. And there lies the problem. People are like, yeah, running backs ain't got to block. Yeah, they don't got to block unless you need them to block.
Yeah. And it is what it is, man. So, I wish Tony Pollard nothing but the best, though, man. And I feel in an alternate reality, if we had gave him an extension instead of franchise tagging him, which was stupid. Franchise tagging a man, guaranteeing $10 million off of a broken
off of an injury.
Off of an injury, I think we would have been happy with Tony Pollard. You would have had a cheap cap hit last year. He would have been a 1,000-yard rusher, and he would have been on the uptick this year.
And think about this: I go look on the little videos of Tony Pollard in Tennessee. All you see is Tennessee fans talking about how good the injury, how well he looks healed. I'm like, yeah. And guess what? He didn't look like that for us last year. And think about this: Tennessee's actually paying him less than what we paid him. So we paid a Tony Pollard coming off of an injury that didn't look as good as the Tony Pollard right now that's 100% healthy in the Tennessee Titans. Like, that's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. We paid him $10 million to get healthy to be the Tennessee Titans running back. Yeah. That's what we did.
That's exactly what we did. And he said Dalvin Cook was somebody that didn't block nobody either. You're right. Like, there's a bunch of.
But guess what? They had Madison. But think about this. Listen to me. We are not. You don't have to. You do. It's just like a guard dog. Like, listen to me. You can have a bunch of Frenchies until someone break into your house. You niggas ain't doing nothing. They're gonna do nothing. They're gonna go lick the burglar. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like. Yeah, so it's like if Tony Pollard, the reason why we all knew that Zeke could pass block is because he does it. It's required in our offense to be able to do it. So it's like, if you're required in our offense to pass block from a running back position, you need to be a running back who can do that even better than serviceable, because you're going to be doing that.
Bobby Ellis, good and well that 5'5" man ain't blocking nobody.
No.
I'm not even trying to be facetious, but Deuce Vaughn, think about it. If Deuce Vaughn is in protection, he might have to block Myles Garrett week 1. Like, come on now.
He's not picking up no Myles Garrett, bro. He's not picking up no damn blitzing linebacker. He's not picking up no blitzing linebacker.
Let's name all the players he could possibly block in the first couple of weeks. Myles Garrett, right? TJ Watt. We play the Eagles. Is he gonna block Carter?
Hey, but think about this. He probably even he might get those dudes, but I know for a fact he gonna get a blitzing Raekwon Smith coming up the middle at some point. Man. No, I don't want Deuce Vaughn in the game if Zeke is on the field. No, I don't.
Hit the like button, people, please. Yeah, if y'all in here, man, we got 247 people across all platforms. If you're in the liquor store, hit that like button. Well, really, we got more than that because I can't see West stuff. So everybody over there with West on the West Coast, hit that like button for my boy. If you're in the trap with Landlord, hit that like button for your boy. If you're in the liquor store getting drunk on the content with me, man, hit that like button for your boy, man. Appreciate y'all in advance.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing, bruh. You're paying Zeke $6 million to not be back on your team, and then you're paying him another $2 million to officially be on your team. That's $8 million you're putting in Zeke's pocket this year. You need to run Zeke like he's an $8 million player. Listen to me. You need to get all your money's worth out of Zeke, because you're paying him $6 million to be back on the team. Say you broke up with your girlfriend. She told you, I'll come back, but I need $6 million. Okay, you give her the $6 million, so here she come back. Bam, now she back, right? But you still got to get that $2 million that you paid because now.
They done assassinated West Coast. He should be back momentarily, though. I don't know what happened to my boy. But yeah, man, like, I think Zeke, to continue his train of thought, I think Zeke will play a major part in the offense, especially in the red area, in the goal line area. I keep saying I think the man's going to have double-digit touchdowns because he's going to have all the opportunities in the world to score at the goal line. I think we'll still be explosive between the 20s. We still got Dak, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, Brandon Cooks, and everybody else. But, so we'll move the ball between the 20s. Last year, we had some questions about our ability to score in the red zone earlier in the season. I don't think that would be an issue with Ezekiel Elliott on the team. There has never really been a year or a season where Ezekiel Elliott, had issues getting into the red zone. That's really his best skill is his nose for the end zone. So, hey, if you give Ezekiel Elliott 20 opportunities to get into the red zone, right? If he gets 20 red zone trips, I think that he could possibly score on really about 15 of them, we're being honest. He said the gas wedge blowing too strong and kick him out of the line. Oh, man. He said, Camo said, let's be honest, we're not running the rock. This is going to be my slight pushback. If we are successful at running the ball, they will keep running the ball. If we have issues like last year, Dak Prescott's going to be the MVP conversation again. He's going to be slanging that hoe. He's going to be slanging it. So it's really going to come down to the run scheme, how this offensive line gels, the running backs. If they're able to run the ball, they will. If they're not, Mike McCarthy's not going to force the issue. So our hopes is that the Dallas Cowboys will consistently be able to run the football. West Coast phone died. I hope not. Yeah, so that's my hope, man. I hope that we'll consistently be able to do that. Hey, Tariq, it don't look like it on paper, but I'm trying to pray the opposite prayer right now, bro. Like, Tariq, I understand why you say that because you have a running back committee and you only got one running back that you really trust. I'll see. Hey, listen, we lost West Coast, but Landlord is in the building, man. What's up, brother?
What's happening? How y'all feeling, man? What's going on? Did I interrupt?
Man, I was
people in the trap and the liquor store. What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, man. So we listen. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start in the conversation we're talking about now, or do you want to take it back to Micah Parsons?
You want me to talk about Micah Parsons?
Let's start. Listen. So since my brother just now getting in here, let's pivot and go back to the Micah Parsons discussion because he contacted me this morning about this interview that I played for y'all. So
I might have opposing views from everybody. So it is what it is.
Go ahead, because we said that he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything that was a lie. We just said he should have never said it.
Man, listen.
He talked too much.
He talked way too much, man. Shout out to Micah. He's a young guy. But, I mean, with him being the president of a media company, you would think he'll be a little more PC, a little more controlled in his terror and rage that he bringing out here as far as the media go. But, like, look, did you see how Dak was handling the media? Now, we know Dak is very polished. Listen, this is media presence 101. Just because they ask you the question, that don't mean you got to answer it, bro. Like, you can pass on the question, Michael. Micah's so real that he just come up here and just be like, man, listen, what I'm saying? He tell everything. He say whatever he feel. He say whatever he feel whenever he feel it. So, like, that's actually that's not a good attribute at all times to me. And, like, one thing I didn't like was, you can say, CD, get your money, get all the money without saying figures. I didn't like that he said actual numbers. All he had to say was, hey, man, CD deserve the world, and, hey, he should get everything he deserved. He earned it. Give him his money. He said actual numbers. So this the problem that I have with it. Okay, we don't know what CeeDee Lamb and his team agency, we don't know what they had planned. They could have been like, okay, $36 million a year, we might shoot for the bonus money. Like they might have had a different plan. So now with Micah setting his stand saying CD deserved 36. If CD don't get that, now it's like CD ain't get paid enough. You see what I'm saying? Like Micah can't say that he feel like CD got paid enough if he don't get 36, because that's what he said. He should have just said something general instead of saying figures. And most people smart enough, they more manipulative when it comes to the media. They would have just said, listen, I don't talk about a man's money. Hey, pass on the question. I hope he get what he deserved. That's all he had to say. But he said actual figures, man. I don't think that was smart by Michael. That's just my opinion.
And nah, Camo, I ain't never heard Micah Parsons say anything about the Steelers. I don't think that he wants to play for the Steelers. I'm not sure why that's in the chat box, especially when the Steelers already got T.J. Watt. So they got T.J. Watt paying him, and you think they're going to turn around and give Micah Parsons almost $40 million. I just don't believe that.
I just think that was very, very, what can you say? I think it was very amateurish. And you a media guy now. Like, you are the president of Bleacher Report. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to handle the media. This is what, year 3?
No.
Going on year 4?
Yeah, going on year 4.
You should be able to handle the media with more grace than that, bro. Like, you should never look. Dak don't even want to talk about his own money.
Oh, he said they did mention the Steelers. When he mentioned the Steelers?
Am I right or wrong, y'all? Dak don't even want to discuss his own money, bro. Let alone talking about somebody else's money. That's crazy to me. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I can't beat around the bush. Y'all know me. I can only do this content one kind of way, bro. And it must be the way that I can sleep peacefully at night. I can't lie to y'all. It's just something in me. Even if I wanted to lie, it just wouldn't work. It'll just come out. I'm sorry. That's just me. So like I gotta be honest with y'all.
You sound like Micah now. You said you can't lie. We needed him to lie right then.
I'm not getting paid to handle the media. I'm not getting paid to handle. I'm not media trained. I'm sure Micah probably got media classes and everything. Like, bro, how you fumble that? And like I said, everything, he didn't say nothing wrong. But at the same time, just like you said, he just shouldn't have mentioned that. He shouldn't have went there. He just shouldn't have went there, man. I forget to interview Micah mentioned Steelers. Micah from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
He from that area, yeah. Because Trip, he said Wes got his Wi-Fi stuck right now. Man,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Y'all just don't know what I just went through to get here. Like, I just got off work at 7, and now I just drove through a monsoon. And it's pouring down crazy. Like, it's the biggest, darkest cloud ever hanging over my neighborhood right now. Like I had to drive like this. I'm up here getting scared seeing all this stuff going on. Like it's terrible out there. I had to just follow the yellow lines. You know what I'm saying? You know when it gets so bad, you can't even see. You just gotta use the yellow lines as a guide. Like, I know I can't go no further than this right here. Like, I couldn't even really see. So it's real ugly out there.
Man, I'm glad you made it in safe though, my boy.
Yeah, I had to.
Even though you're the most diabolical,
don't do
demonic,
that. It's too much thunder and lightning going on for you to be talking like that.
You summoned it.
Boom.
That man presence brought the end of the world.
I'm electrifying, man. That's all that means.
Electrifying.
That's all that means.
Oh man. So what about your comments? What about his comments about it was more beneficial for him to train by himself than to go to voluntary workouts?
Man, I promise y'all, I don't feel a way about Michael, but I didn't like many things he said. I'm just being honest, bro. I really didn't.
Listen,
I really didn't.
He didn't lie because he been putting in work. The guy he been working with got him being an All-Pro. At the same time,
I get it, bro.
At the same time, you didn't have to say
it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
listen,
look, it's just like having a eyesore in the room. This girl might be hideous. You ain't gotta tell her. You know what I'm saying? You just be like, you know what I'm saying? Whenever the question come up, you just breeze over it. You know what I'm saying? You change the subject. You don't have to tell her she's hideous. She could just be there and be peaceful and be hideous. Like, leave her alone. Don't bother her. You don't have to mention the elephant in the room every time.
My boy said, sorry I'm late, gent. Slapped up 104. Eagles fans before checking in though. That's love right there.
Doing the Lord's work.
That's just like when people got ugly babies. You don't ever tell them they baby.
You ain't gotta tell them the baby ugly.
He's like, you know
what I'm saying?
It's like, oh, look at it. You ain't gotta say
at
nothing.
it. Look at him. Hen is terrible. It's not an it. Hen. It's
so
a baby.
Cute. Like, listen, you gotta say it because people get offended. They all bald. So
Look,
you don't know if it's a boy or a girl if it's too damn young. So you just say, oh, he, she, like, oh, they. You just say they cute.
That's a nice baby. That's a nice baby.
But you still didn't give it an identity. You said that.
That is a nice baby right there.
Like that. Like, it's an item.
Better than it. Which one worse, that or it? I think that is better than it.
Oh.
That's a nice baby right there.
Man.
That's a nice baby you got there.
That don't even sound genuine.
That's a nice baby there. You know what I'm saying? A nice baby, like the baby could be mean or something. Look, I asked a really, really nice person because I am slightly nefarious in my comedy, like not my life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got a little dark humor side. Like, okay, listen. I asked a very nice person. I'm like, so are there ugly babies? And they didn't want to answer that question at all. They was like, I mean, they just beating around the bush forever. Like, are there ugly babies or not? Yay or nay? Tell the truth.
He said, that baby, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That baby got some nice shoes. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen the special.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to hold them down and demand the truth after a while. You got to demand the truth. Some people don't want to tell the truth, and sometimes the truth is not nice. But Micah Parsons has no problem telling you the truth. We warned y'all that. We said this his rookie year. On my life, I could probably pull up stuff from his rookie year that we was like, man, Micah gonna be a problem, y'all. He's a boisterous guy. He's always gonna say what's on his mind. That's just how he gonna operate. And then that hold true all the way from then to now.
Yeah. And listen, it's not about the money, right? Because Micah Parsons didn't really speak on his own contract. He spoke on CeeDee Lamb bread. He spoke on not coming to training camp because he felt it was better for him to do this. He said he ain't even talked to Zim, but he gonna butt heads with him at the first time they disagree with some shit.
Man,
like,
listen
you ain't
here,
had a
man.
conversation with this
Listen
man.
here, man. I just got out the phone with Boss Cowboy, man. Shout out to Boss. Because I be having to try to make sure I ain't crazy. Because I don't want to be the one that's just thinking a bad way about this stuff, man. But that was literally him. That was my number one point. Like, Boss and them see it another way. You know what I'm saying? They see it another way. But look, that was my number one point. I'm like, listen. He was saying, like, Boss made the point, like, when Amari Cooper demanded more targets, did that, like, seem like he was bucking the system? I said, no, the difference is we seen Coop and the offense not be effective already. Like, Micah, we ain't even seen Micah in the defense yet for him to disagree with anything. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even gave a man the opportunity yet. That's what bothered me. Like, you going into this with bad faith, look like to me. That's just my opinion,
I heard
man.
You like it this
that's
way,
just
but
my
I like
opinion.
I like it this way. Like, you didn't have to say nothing.
That is your boss, sir. He's your superior. Like, that's just how it works.
He being messy, but what does Zim do to him? Like, be messy with Jerry and Stephen Jones. Don't talk crazy about Zim. Don't talk crazy.
Zim ain't did nothing to this young man.
Don't talk crazy about OTAs and y'all and disrespect your rookie folks. You could have been there with them, leading them on. Like, exactly. I know it's better for you, but you could have made a sacrifice and helped some young guys. Micah, you're guaranteed to be one of the highest paid players ever.
My whole thing is
help
what?
Some of the
what
young
I
dudes out, man.
My whole thing with the first problem I had, shout out to Wet 113, cause he on my same type of time right now. Yeah. The first thing I said, he should never talk about nobody pockets. Man, listen, look how big of a differential this is. I made the great example. Dak don't even talk about his own pockets.
He said it'll get done when it get done.
Dak don't even speak numbers in pockets about himself, sir. So do you see how big of a shot from left field this is for him to speak about somebody else's pockets? Like, the people that's asking him questions, like, shout out to Jane Slater, though. I ain't gonna lie, Jane been cooking to me. She asked a perfect question to back up what he said. You remember she was like, He was like, I take time off so I can heal, so I can do this and do that, and I don't have no problem with it. Like, he pretty much breezed off the fact that he missed voluntary OTAs. Okay, that's cool, fine. Wonderful and dandy, right? Okay. Jane hit him with a great comeback. Hey, man, bravo, Jane. Because it took some balls. You know, she's a woman, but it took some balls to say that. I'm sorry. She said, so, Micah, right behind this question, because he breezed it off. So, Micah, what if everybody did that? Hey, Jane ain't play with him, bro. Jane did not play with him, man. I promise you. Jane said, so okay, you got time. You took time off the hill and all this stuff. Jane said, so what if everybody did that? Jane ain't play with him, bro. Hey, that was a great, excellent question to me. That was an excellent question.
So, this is what I'm saying. He said, no, I'm not saying shut up and play football. I'm saying shut up and help your team. Because there's some of the things Micah said was not even called for. It wasn't even on the subject. You added all these details we did not need to have. Secondly, he said, like A said, don't you think that Nealon and Lafu would have liked Micah Parsons had been there to help them out just a little bit?
Did you not hear Dak interview? Dak said, of course we would like Micah to be there. Everybody, that's what I said too. I said, bro, I asked everybody that was acting like it didn't matter. I said, don't you think in a perfect world when we all want them to be at camp, bro? Everybody couldn't lie. They just like, yeah, you're right. Because ideally, we would like them to be there. It's simple. We can't lie about that.
Yeah, but you know, it's like he said though, man. Like I didn't volunteer to come to voluntary work. Like shit, what you gonna say to that? I didn't volunteer. I did not volunteer to be tribute.
Okay, but
hey, my thoughts though before you say that, because I want to just go ahead and speak on this real quick for Will. There are a bunch of free agents coming up. There's 31. We talked about it on another show. But the thought about Deion and Shador being here, it just doesn't add up to being possible. Just because you probably won't be that bad enough to get them. That's just the whole thing. Like, even on a down year for the Dallas Cowboys, the least amount of games that Dak Prescott has won as a full-time starter is 8. He went 8-8 one season. That's not going to be bad enough to get Shador Sanders. You need to win 2 games, 3 games, 1 game maybe. You will not be bad enough, and we know from the track record of the front office, they will not move up to get a quarterback like that. They like their picks and their assets and having multiple cheap players. Because remember, when you got 31 free agents and you don't really want to pay most of them, if you're going to let majority of them walk, you need a shit ton of draft picks. If you got to package 4 or 5 draft picks to get one player that doesn't really go into the mold of how they want to build their team and be cheap. So even if they do blow it up after the season, I don't think you'll be bad enough to draft a top quarterback. It just isn't in the cards for us.
Now, let's just say this, man. You know the media do work on the side of the Joneses, man. So they probably, like Micah, I don't think Micah is unaware, though. Micah might be smart enough to where he gonna just play the game and just piss people off, too. Because I'm sure he understand that some of these questions are set up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already know it's a little weird feeling with Micah and a lot of the nation in the front office. We've been hearing rumors, all this goofy stuff, like the normal smear campaign that the Dallas Cowboys usually do in a situation like this. We aware of that. But do you think it's Micah just saying, hey, I know what they trying to do. I don't care. I'm going to just do what I do anyway. Or do you think he's just naive to the point where he's not even aware of what's going on? Because we know they are attempting to discredit the man. We understand that. I just don't like the way he's handling it. It seems like, you know what I'm saying? It don't seem too smart to me. Like, what you think about that?
Man.
You think he's aware or is he playing the game the way he wants to?
I mean, I don't think he's dumb. So I think he's partially aware of some of the drawbacks of some of the things he's saying. But at the same time, you know, Micah Parsons is who Micah Parsons is. You know, he's always been outspoken. He's always spoken his mind. He's always been this way ever since he came to Dallas. Even as a rookie, before he did anything in the league, he was very outspoken. He said that he's gonna go to the Dallas Cowboys. You know, he told the Dallas Cowboys come get him because he's like that. This is Micah Parsons. This is his personality. So, you know, while I don't agree that he should have said that, it doesn't. This is who he is. you know, this is who he is. This is who we're going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, and that I'm gonna just put it like this, from the way my mind is working on this shit. I don't agree that he should have said it. I also don't agree that I want Micah Parsons to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I need.
I'm not saying
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know, from the standpoint of if he rode the front office the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the reasons why Amari Cooper got up out of here.
This is not an unforgivable offense. This is just like a chill out, Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like relax, like calmate. That's all we saying.
Yeah,
just relax a little bit.
I'm not saying that we believe that. I'm saying
no.
Jared Jones. Because listen, I didn't think what Amari Cooper did was enough to get him off the damn team.
That was just Jones being Jones. Like that was goofy.
Yeah, so you know, I'm just trying to see. You know, check the temperature of the front office. They do wild, stupid shit like that.
They do. And a lot of the stuff that we do kind of allow them to get away with it, too. So we do got to be careful. I just want to be fair about this, man. I want to be honest as well. I don't want to sit up here and feel like I'm pandering to nobody or lying for nobody or taking up for nobody. That's not what I do. I represent the Dallas Cowboys, like the team. That's who I want to represent. That's who I bang for. It's the team. Now, when it comes to individual players, we wish them well. You know what I'm saying? We do. But if it's clashing with the team, Landlord gonna go with the team. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm not an individual player fan.
He said, Landlord, who trained with Micah Parsons his rookie year? DeMarcus Ware. You don't think he told him how dirty the Joneses play when it comes to new contracts?
Hey, all that's weird. Like, you're right. But think about this, Tariq. This is my mindset. You are absolutely correct. The environment that the Joneses have built here is just all the way wrong and nefarious. I understand that. But I'm just sitting back like I said before, who are the winners and who are the losers in this equation? The team and the fans still the losers. I'm worried about us. I'm worried about Sunday. Like, listen, whether Micah get his money or not, if we go out there and get our heads beat in, are you going to care about his money at that point?
I don't think anybody will.
You're going to be like, man, why we ain't winning? That's what's important to us. I'm talking about the longevity and the well-being of this team. That's what I'm talking about. That one player does not significantly change or shift that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Michael was gone, okay, we'll lose some sacks and maybe some leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a team. It's still what? How many other people? 52 other players on this team. So one player just can't be taking over everything when it comes to me. Like, some people might value those players that much to the point where it's like, oh, you doing Micah like this or you doing Dak like this? I'm like, listen, man, it's 52 other people on this team. A team is a team. We need everybody to make this thing work. So I love the fact, like Mike McCarthy said, we ain't taking roll today. He's sick of hearing about one player when he still got 52. Wait, he got 93 other players in count, and y'all keep talking about one player. Like that's really undermining the whole idea of a team.
And I'm finna put a poll up, man, on my YouTube page. Should Micah have said what he said? Just put a yes or no. We're gonna put it up. We're gonna look at it at the end of the show, see what y'all believe, and we're gonna move on to the next topic.
This is gonna be my closing statement on it. I'm gonna just say this. It's not like he said nothing wrong, and I don't think he was malicious. I just think that wasn't the way to handle that. He could have said the same thing without saying no numbers. You see what I'm saying? He could have just said, hey, CD deserve his money, and he should get everything he deserved. Would that not would have answered that question?
Yeah. But
how much they set him up so bad, bro. They set him up so bad.
I will say this for Micah Parsons. After he said the number, he said, well, you know, I'm really not an agent. You know, I don't really know the specifics or anything like that. But, you know, I want CD Lamb to get the world.
So why you saying numbers if you know agent? I would never say no.
He walked it back after.
Yeah,
it was what I'm saying. Like, he let
so he
knew
out, he put his foot in his mouth, so to speak.
He walked it back a little bit. He walked it back a little bit. So speaking of CeeDee Lamb, that's who actually I'm finna pivot to, man. My boy Danny Savage got a very good point. Somebody gonna get tagged next year. Last year was the only year in like the last 8-9 years the Dallas Cowboys did not use the franchise tag because there was nobody to franchise tag last year, right? This offseason. But somebody gonna get the tag, and it's not Dak because you can't tag Dak Prescott. So do you think CeeDee Lamb gets a contract done, he ends his lockout, or do you think he begrudgingly comes to work and ends up getting franchise tagged at the end of the season? What do you feel?
Which one you said?
Do you think he gets a contract extension, or do you think he gets franchise tagged at the end of this year?
Micah.
No. Micah's not eligible. I said CD.
I was trying to get my phone charged up, so I was totally thrown out. My bad.
It's all good, my brother.
Who are you talking about?
You don't work 97 hours. We were meddling your ass when you were gone. We said you got a real job.
Yeah. Look, I'm actually dirty. Like I get dirty. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go jump in the shower after this, but yeah, I jumped right on here for y'all, man. This is what we do.
Because he a real one. But nah, I'm just saying. What do you think is more likely? Do you think they finally work out a contract extension with CeeDee Lamb, or do you think the team that loves the franchise tag? Do you think him being one of the primary guys you can franchise tag? Do you think he gets tagged at the end of this season?
That's so crazy because it's still it's depending upon the rest of the dominoes though. I feel like if they can work something out with Dak, then I think they'll sign CeeDee. But if they can't work that one out with Dak, they might have to franchise tag CeeDee. That's their only move.
Yep. And CT, that's the only way you actually can franchise tag a player. If they're a pending free agent, you can franchise tag them. You can.
That's why I said that's their only move. Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot franchise tag a player that still has years on their contract. So CeeDee Lamb is eligible to be franchise tagged. Dak Prescott cannot be franchise tagged because of language in his contract. And Micah still has years on his deal. As for Zach Martin, you wouldn't franchise tag him anyway, and he's thinking about retiring after the season. So you really wouldn't want to franchise tag him either. So like, if we're just looking ahead at possible tag candidates of people who fit the bill, it's CeeDee Lamb. It's CeeDee Lamb.
True.
She said she got a bone to pick with me. What I done did? What I done did?
Fergus, with me too? Oh, she's saying, cause I know I was born with a halo. I did nothing.
You was a
so let's just get that understood. You understand?
And let's see. Ferg is eligible. So there's a difference. Like there are 31 people that will be actual free agents they can go and choose a different team, and then there's going to be also multiple players who are eligible to get a contract extension. Tyler Smith, your All-Pro guard, will be eligible after this season for a contract extension. Jake Ferguson, your Pro Bowl tight end, will be eligible for a contract extension after this season, and Duron Bland, your other All-Pro corner, will be eligible for a contract extension after this season. So they got years left on their deal, but they're eligible to get paid. And then you also got guys walking out the door. So that's 34, off the top of the head, that's 34 contracts you're thinking about.
All right, I got a crazy question to ask. We kind of touched on this before, but let's imagine for a minute, all right? Go in the dream world. Say, for instance, you are 100% sure you are not signed in Duron Bland next year.
Trade him.
You know this for a fact. And then here comes Team X knocking at the door. Team X knocking at the door saying, hey, I got this primetime defensive tackle for you right here. You know what I'm saying? With a side of linebacker over here. Like, what you want? You want to do the trade or what? Before the beginning of the season, that's what they proposed to you. What would you say?
This season?
Yep.
Right now?
Yep.
Without signing Stephon Gilmore back and having rookie corners.
Yep.
That's tough because I don't know how much better I get because I'm making my pass defense work by improving my run defense in a passing league. So I'm scared. So like I need both. So I need to trade the man. I know I'm not going to sign him.
You have 10 seconds. This is you got to think on the fly, sir. What is wrong with you? You think you got all day to think about this? This is a prime
Can I
situation.
trade him next year? Can I trade him next year?
Man, I just told you the scenario. You gotta
No, I don't
you gotta
trade him this year.
you gotta play by the rules, sir.
Then I don't. That's hard, man. I see why there's like 4-5 be making decisions with the Dallas Cowboys.
That's why it's a whole unit of people that make these decisions. Like y'all think Jerry, we you know it's above our pay grade. We sit up and just think Jerry just doing it. Like, nah, it's a team of people who going over every possible scenario before they make these decisions. But
what about all right, let's throw a random name out there. Christian
somebody
Christian
said Henny under pressure.
Man, pressure break pipes. I broke down right then, like woo. Gee,
it got hot. That boy started fanning.
Sheesh. No, I can't go to hell. It just got hot right now. I can handle that heat.
Okay, so most people, I wouldn't even know what I'd do, honestly. So I ain't mad at you.
Like, how you gonna throw that out there? You ain't got no answers for me. You have time to think of the question.
It would have to be a yes. Because think about this. Most teams have how many all-pro cornerbacks? Think about that.
The Chiefs had 2 when they won.
Most teams. The exception can't make the rule here. You know how this goes.
Can we look at the top? Can
you answer my question first?
No. Because I'm trying to elaborate.
Can you answer my question?
Can you let me elaborate?
Go ahead.
Can we look at the top 10 cornerback duos first before we say that?
Go ahead.
All right, so let's look at the top 10 cornerback duos first and see what these other teams got.
And then guess what? You can draft a cornerback first round next year. Ta-da!
Don't you want a wide receiver? Because you got 31.
I've been wanting a wide receiver for 6 years. It's not happening. Okay.
You want 34 free agents.
It's not happening, here.
It said,
I gotta be realistic.
Just think it was a deuce. Man, listen, I didn't do anything to Deuce fun. I didn't do anything to your Deuce.
I ain't gonna lie. I like how Mr. Dicker bang for Deuce, though. I like that. That's what's up. I wish somebody bang for me like that. That's all I'm saying. Mr. Dicker is representing.
Everybody needs somebody, man.
Yeah, Mr. Dicker representing. But the jokes are too easy, Mr. Dicker. I'm sorry. It must happen. I don't know.
At this point, they're layups.
It's too easy, Mr. Dicker. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
All right. What about all right, so let me look at some of these. Rasul Douglas.
So this is what we're doing right now. He's researching the top cornerback duos to answer my question. How many teams have multiple all-pro cornerbacks? That's what we're trying to figure out right now.
Shavarius Ward, Diamond. Ooh, that boy mama did him no favors. Diamondor, Lenore, Reek Woolen, Devin Witherspoon. That's a good tandem.
Can you share with us, sir, instead of whispering? What's going on over there? Are you trying to weasel out of the question, sir?
Nah, but I also want to throw this out. We currently have the best cornerback duo in the National Football League.
Do you think that's sustainable, sir?
I only need it for one more year. Like, listen, we're gonna blow it all up next year anyway. Can I at least get this last one?
Look like it.
Can I at least get this last year out of them then? Because listen, I ain't gonna have this. I ain't gonna have this next year. I'm gonna have. But how all your quarterbacks? Listen, this is off subject, but how are all your quarterbacks free agents?
Because they finna blow it up, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know. Nothing else makes sense. Call me crazy. I don't want to be a panic guy. I don't want to be a doomsday prepper, but I'm telling you right now that all signs point to this is going to be some big changes next year. Am I crazy for saying that?
Nah, because it's possible. If it's possible, we got to talk about it.
Like I said, if I was a team that was trying to reset everything, I would be in this position that the Cowboys in. I'm going to just say that. Or very close to where they in. That's all I'm going to say. Like, and there's no way I can beat around this. I just gotta say the truth. They told you to plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Plead the 5th next time here.
But this is what I'm saying. The Dallas Cowboys, even though they ain't gonna have any players, they can get all new players because they got $40 million in cap space as of right now for next season. So theoretically, they can blow it up, get a whole bunch of cheap dudes that they really love, and we can be mediocre in peace.
True. But look, to my point, all I'm saying is 2 all-pro cornerbacks, sir, that's a luxury that we can't afford in the NFL these days. You can pay for it.
That's what they told you about wide receiver, isn't it, Landlord?
No, listen, you can pay for it, but it's other things that you might have to distribute that money to, sir. I'm sorry to tell you that. But look, I ain't talking about all-pro receivers. I'm not talking about all-pro receivers. I'm talking about all-pro receiver and a draft pick. That's all I was saying. You can do that.
Don't do that.
You can do that for the rookie contract. You can draft another CD Lamb or somebody similar in the draft. Boom. You got 2 for a limited time only. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tear up the league, but it's sustainable if you do it in that way. It is sustainable.
Why not just give Duron Bland a contract right when he's eligible? Why not give him a contract and stagger it?
Because you ain't finna pay for that. You ain't finna pay for both of them. You got other stuff you need to fix too. You just said everybody's a free agent here. Do you think we got, listen, the whole 53-man roster is a free agent, but you think we got the luxury to pay 2 all-pro corners, sir?
Yes.
Think about that.
Yes, because
we don't, man. We don't.
We got the luxury.
No, we don't.
Listen, everybody else pay for everything they want.
We ain't everybody else, sir.
Guess what? I need you to stop giving Jerry Jones and them an out. Cause I'm sick of this shit.
You know I'm not signing with Dollar Bill now.
I'm sick of it.
But listen to this, though. Is that not logical, though? I am being logical. You got 157 free agents on this team. Some luxuries you just ain't going to be able to have.
But is it a luxury? In a passing league, is two good corners a luxury? Because
you don't have 2 good corners.
Sir,
you have 2 great corners if they all pro.
I cannot go from a great corner to a bad corner.
Bro, we've been playing with Anthony Brown in a great corner forever, and our defense was decent, sir.
It did not work.
Our pass defense didn't work. Trey got 11 interceptions.
He got 11 interceptions. What did Anthony Brown do but get tore up on the other side? And that's why we were vulnerable in a bunch of different games.
But did we lose a lot of games because of that?
Yes.
No, we did not, here. We lost because we couldn't run the ball. We couldn't stop the run.
What about the Oakland game?
Man, you going to call one game.
What about the Oakland game?
The exception don't make the rules, sir. You can't call out one game. Man, we ain't been able to stop the run. We ain't been able to stop the run for 10 years. You know that wasn't the reason we lost.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Hold on. He said, he said Anthony Brown lost his hella games. He said,
nah.
Wait a minute.
What
about the Green Bay game? When they tore his ass up and got back in the game. What about that game? See, you be choosing to push that from your memory.
Keep talking about that game. But as a whole in the season, what was always our downfall? What was always our Achilles heel? Stopping the run.
The games we lost, some of the games we lost, but we listen, we win double-digit games every year. There's not that many games we lost to pick from, Landlord.
Man, quit hollering at me, man. Listen.
I ain't know about hollering at you.
Listen, I'm just talking. I just tried to change the subject real quick. That was a deflection strategy right there.
I know.
Listen, just because I wanted to do this. Man, our likes are looking egregious. Okay? The likes are looking terrible. And I know we can do better than this, man. We done had thousands of people on this live, believe it or not. And my likes are looking like crap. 33. So listen, maybe some people don't know how to do it. I know this is a new format. Let's go over it for both channels and we can get this done. We got to do better than this, okay? I believe in y'all, okay? You hold down the screen and boom, the like button comes up. You hit that button. That's one way you can do it. Hit the 3 dots in the right corner. Bam, like button come up. Please hit the like button so we can pump this out in the algorithm. The algorithm be trying to take us off our rhythm. and we don't want to behave like Eagles and haters, right? So we got to have y'all help. We got to get this done. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Make sure y'all support Landlord and HTM Sports, okay? Appreciate y'all.
Indeed. Said Law said YouTube got to work on the new system. It's messing everyone likes up. Yeah, they definitely got to fix some things, man. Cause you know it's new what they doing, but you know, I like it for what it do. You know, for what it do, I like it a lot.
Okay, but look, let's back to that conversation. Because we did lose. You was losing here. I bailed you out. Okay, listen.
You had lost, and then
you was losing here, and I bailed you out. You know good and gosh darn well that cornerback has not been our Achilles heel. Defensive tackle and stopping the run has been the Dallas Cowboys' Achilles heel for the last 10 years, bro. Come on now.
So let me ask
Come on now. You know that. You cannot dance around it.
So let me ask you this. Did Aaron Rodgers in the playoff game in 2016, were they running the ball? Did they
don't go way back to 2016.
I'm bringing up everything. I'm talking about all the losses.
You trying to win. Look, but you saying one game. You saying one or two games a year.
I done named like 4 or 5 games at this point.
One or two games a year. One or two games a year.
We only lose 1 or 2 games a year, Landlord. We lose about 5 games a year. You up here talking about only picking D's. There ain't that many damn games that we lose, bro.
That's fair. I give you that. That's fair. We're a damn good team, regardless of what people say.
Honestly, it's about 50-50. Half the time we lose because of the run. Half the time we lose because of the other corner.
I might be able to compromise with that.
Let's compromise with that.
But look, tell the truth though. League wide, if everybody just stood back and said, "Why do the Cowboys lose games?" You know more people. Okay, that's what we'll do. We gonna do a poll on that. I think that'll be a good poll. What was the reason most of the time? Was the reason we lost games? You know what I'm saying? Because we know it was the run for a lot of the times, but Anthony Brown did get us hurt a lot of times too.
And listen, this last game was Stephon Gilmore injury not the reason that folks was running wide open. That's
that
what
last
I'm saying.
game was the passing game. I might give you that one.
And it was on the ground too, though. That's the bad. Like it's both.
They just cooked our ass. Like,
they couldn't do anything.
They just cooked us, bro.
Listen, nobody's denying that we can't stop the run. I'm scared of every running back we play. I'm horrified of them. Like, man,
we just was getting smoked, bro. Like last year, it was both. Last year was both.
Yeah, like we just couldn't play good defense all the time.
That's sad business if we can't stop the run or stop the pass. Like, what are you doing? We might as well just let them practice alone or something. What's going on?
Yeah, so Landlord, you are not wrong. Like, we lose games for us not stopping the run. There's been plenty of playoff games I can think of. I'm just saying, like, dog, like we can't just be giving these corners on the opposite side of Trayvon Diggs all these passes, dog.
True.
Anthony Brown got towed up plenty of times, and we lost games because of that. Matter of fact, Boss Man Fat, when he was, man, we lost that Jacksonville Jaguars game. That man got lit up. So I'm just saying, like, we still gotta keep that opposite corner, and I ain't gonna hold you. Even Duron Bland be getting towed up sometimes.
Man, Duron Bland be getting smoked. He got his times. He got his times now. But look. Everybody, that's the nature of a cornerback, especially one that got ball production. Pause. That sound like it need a pause.
Go ahead. Yeah, listen. We had unlimited no ditties, and you used them all up somehow with that.
I used them up.
Wow. We had unlimited no ditties.
Nah, we need to put the Grand Theft Auto cheat code back in. Up, down, right, down, left, X, X, Y. What is it? I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. We put the cheat code in. We got unlimited no ditties and pauses. All right, so don't do that. Don't do us like that.
They said that Boss Man Fat was getting baptized by Hollywood Brown and KC.
Man, look, y'all want to be honest? Are we gonna be honest? Y'all gonna be mad at me when I tell the truth? Let me know before I go on.
I don't ever be mad.
Can y'all handle the truth, or y'all? What y'all want to do?
I be meddling you. I don't be caring.
I peep this out.
All right.
Duron Bland was getting his ass smoked against Washington.
He was.
Duron Bland was getting his ass smoked against Seattle.
Man,
we know that. Yeah. And that was back-to-back games. Was that back-to-back games?
Was it? I can't remember.
I think that might have been back-to-back games.
Yeah, I think Washington was when he had the
when he broke the record. He broke the record that game. But he was getting smoked. Like that, it was like a redemption when he got the interception. We was like, thank God. He you know what I'm saying? Because I think was that Scary Terry?
Nah,
Somebody was cooking.
It was the other dude they had. It wasn't Jahan Dotson, but it was what's that
was
boy?
it?
Damn,
Don't tell me it was a mystery man.
He says, hold on, man.
Don't tell me it was the mystery man. Good grief. I was hoping it was a name player, somebody with a real first and last name.
He got a first and last name. It just he wasn't one of their top two wide receivers.
Oh, now this is no by no means saying that Bland is bad. I just told you the nature of cornerback, they get smoked sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody gets smoked.
The best cornerbacks get smoked
Deion Sanders
one or two games a year. And you know, the best ones that get smoked 1 or 2 games a year and probably like a play or so a game. Them the best ones. You know what I'm saying? The worst, when you start getting worse, you might start getting smoked 3-4 games, and then you start getting smoked 2 or 3, 4 or 5 plays and a couple
Curtis
touchdowns.
Samuel. That's who it was. Curtis Samuel.
Samuel smoked them? Yikes.
He had 100 yards overall, and he was the primary defender. Thank you, Big Cool T Noel. Yeah, bro, that was Curtis.
Could he be another victim of the Byron Jones syndrome?
What, playing in the wrong position too long?
Yeah. I know people think slot and boundary corner is the same thing, but it's really not.
It's not.
That's a whole different position.
Now listen, I take Travis Hunter in an instance. I take Travis Hunter on this team.
Do y'all think? Let's say this. Do y'all think Duron Bland is a victim of Byron Jones syndrome, meaning that he's being used wrong? He's at the wrong position. Maybe he should be back in the slot and not on the outside. That might be the whole problem. Not that it's a real problem, really.
Man, I don't know, because listen, he was fine at slot. He got 5 picks at slot, and then he broke a record at boundary. So can we really say?
We don't know. But look, to be real, I think can we be honest about it? Because I think once they cracked that code, they started picking on Bland low key. Like, let's be real, they did. I think after that Seattle game, they was like, "Come here, Bland. Let me holler at you." Mm-hmm. For real.
But you also have to have the wide receivers to attack them.
Yeah. Not know any old body other than Samuel. You know what I'm saying?
Curtis
Samuel
Samuel,
L. Jackson
he's
did
still
him
a 4-3
dirty.
guy.
Well, he fast, okay. But not know any old body other than Samuel L. gonna do Bland dirty like that on a consistent basis. Maybe he just had an off game that game. But DK, that was brutal. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
DK like that, but that was brutal though. Like, you can't lose most of the reps. He lost most of the reps that game.
Oh, he did, but you know.
You can't lose most of them. If you one of those dudes, you got to go 50-50. That's a decent game against a great like Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? You can't go, 70-30. You can't go 70-30. That's a terrible game right there.
Yeah, that's true. No, unless the 70% you gave up were like dump off passes. If you held them down the field and shit, they got like 7 catches for 30 yards. You done went crazy, honestly.
He still got an interception that game, didn't he?
He got a pick.
Bland ain't no joke though, bro. He still ain't no joke though.
I don't think Bland had a game where he was bad from start to finish. Like, I think he had some games.
No joke.
I think he had some games. There was a lot of rough patches, and he still came through for you.
Okay, let's transition into my question I asked today.
What's that?
Okay, I said, who the hell is this? Oh, my bad. I said, who will be the odd man out in this cornerback equation? You got Eric Scott Jr. I said Dennis Jr. That's a basketball player. Eric Scott Jr.
One second. There's a
Go ahead.
freaky ass nigga in the chat
Hold
box
on,
right
wait a minute.
now. He a fan. He fanned out.
Oh my.
He said some weird, goofy shit. So
Oh, no.
if he's in the liquor store, shoot this nigga in the head. His name is Trigger. I need you to pistol whip him, piss on his mama, and then slap that ugly hoe that he with. So go ahead and shoot Trigger in the head if he over here in the liquor store. Because we do not play like that. We are men, Damon. I am a boy, Damon. So don't play like that, bitch.
I don't even want to know what happened, bro. I don't got time for weirdos.
Yeah. Hey, Miles in the building. Go ahead and shoot that pussy ass nigga, man. We out.
I'll get rid of him.
Yeah,
but let's see. We was talking about the cornerbacks. Kalen Carson, the new guy, Wake Forest. Eric Scott Jr. Who the other guy was? It was another dude. I know Nation Wright, but who else the guy? Who the other guy was? It's one more person I'm missing. He ain't no help right now.
Oh yeah, I had to block a weird nigga, man. Like he said some homosexual, not even on the low stuff. He just said some extra weird stuff.
I don't want to know.
Let ride.
Okay, we had Israel. My bad, Israel McQuamu.
Odd man out.
Kalen Carson, Eric Scott Jr., or Nation Wright. Who could push Jordan Lewis for cornerback 3, and who's the odd man out?
Is that even fair? Because you named a bunch of guys that don't really play slot. Who's actually going to push Jordan Lewis? You named a bunch of outside corners.
That's true, but we got Israel pretty much a slot.
Izzy.
Yeah.
They don't like Izzy no more. So
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They don't.
It's a new defensive regime here.
How you know that? How do you know the coach? How do you know the coach that he was in the doghouse with is not still in the building?
All I'm saying is it's a new defensive coach, bro. Okay.
We still got some of the same defense.
So the doghouse should reset, right?
Maybe. It depends.
Unless you in the doghouse with the owner or the head coach. The head coach could not like you. Just, I don't like your face.
I don't think Mike McCarthy.
I don't think Mike like that though.
Yeah, I don't think Mike McCarthy that's involved with the defense any damn way for that to be the case.
Yeah, Mike over there making up plays, man.
But I know for a fact there were some politics played and why Izzy did not play.
Okay, hopefully he done got his slate clean now. And he's about to be a contract guy, right? What, next year?
Everybody a contract. I'm done talking about contract guys. Because everybody a contract guy. If you name them, they a contract guy.
I'm so glad we kept Al Harris, man. I'm so confident in my cornerback room. Like, Al gonna figure him out, bro. He'll get it right.
They already making plays, bro.
He'll get it right, bro. Kalen Carson just got an interception, right? I think they said he picked off Trey Lance. No, it was Eric Scott, I believe.
I know that got picked off by no, he got picked off by Duron Bland.
They said Trey Lance got picked off by Eric Scott Jr.
See, they all making plays. Dak getting picked off, Trey getting picked off. Eric Kendricks made a play that led to a deflection and interception in the end zone. Offense scored a touchdown on their next play, though. They got back at them. They already competing. I like this.
Man, we ain't had a linebacker interception since Leighton Vander Esch.
He was good at that at one point, man.
Leighton, his first couple years, he got like 3 picks, if I ain't mistaken. No, his first year or second year, he got like 2 or 3 picks. I remember. And then they was like back-to-back weeks. He got one off Carson Wentz, I remember.
Yeah, Cook scored. Yeah. Said trade Izzy and Nation to the Commanders for Ridgeway. So trade makes me so mad because we shouldn't be trading for a player we drafted.
We drafted this man.
We drafted this man and we talk about trading back for him.
Sadness. That's what I be experiencing sometimes with this team. Just pure unadulterated sadness.
I mean, pain builds character though.
True. Scars build character too. So yeah, you're right. They take us through a lot though.
Man, I'm so sick. Matter of fact, did we have the Dak Prescott interview? We want to play the Dak Prescott interview and see if we got any tidbits we can take away from that.
I know one thing. He said he happy as mother that Zeke back.
Let's see what my boy talking about.
He said that at the end of the interview.
It's about 12 minutes. I got time to play it. Matter of fact,
Not really.
Yes, we do. Quit playing with the church's money, man. You just got here.
Don't do that. I've been here about an hour now.
Man, hell no, you ain't been here no hour. You been in this mug like 20 minutes. You see, he on color people time.
Man, I've been working all day. This work too, but this the work I actually enjoy though, so it's different.
I know it be like that sometimes, man. All right, so let me stop the screen recording of the other one. Pull this one up. We're gonna listen to Dak Prescott give his thoughts and comments and all the other stuff, and then we'll react to it. And I'm gonna put it up like this because that's just ugly the way I had it. Now it look like he on the show with us.
Yeah. Cowboys Convos featuring Dak Prescott.
Cowboys Convo featuring Rain Dakota Prescott. You gotta get real formal and professional when Dak Prescott ass up there. He gonna say all the people.
Cowboys Convos featuring All-Pro quarterback Dak Prescott.
Indeed. All right, let's play the video and let's see what
Future
this was your best
MVP.
all-season program since he's been here with you. One, would you agree? And two, if you do, why is that? What?
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree just first and foremost is it's what I put into this game. It's what this game means to me. I talk about it every offseason. Any chance we talk, that my focus is always getting better overall in every way that I can, every aspect of my game, and making sure I push the other people around me. And Mike's comments are a result of us doing that from the time this offseason began. Before it began with the team activities, us guys getting together to really the growth, I guess you can say, in my play and the jump I'm making is the second year in his offense as well, is being more comfortable right with the footwork. Guys, the receivers around me, their second year in it, they're more comfortable, they're more confident. Things are just faster off the line from the huddle through the play to the scramble drill when a play doesn't work. We were truly understanding. Everybody understands, I guess you can say, and it's just making the communication, my approach, and just allowing me obviously to play with more confidence.
It was such an uncharacteristic performance by the team to end last season. Has that been any motivation at this stage, or is that something this stage is just kind of breaking it down, work on yourself, and the motivation or what you need really kind of goes into training camp forward?
Yeah, I mean, that should be the start of your offseason. I mean, that's got to motivate you individually as a man, and then obviously as a football player to go and accomplish the offseason that you want to have, take the steps necessary that you need in the time before you get back with the team. And then when you get back into the team group, obviously everybody feels it. And so that urgency even increases at that. But at this point, it's about improving on where we are. We're in a much better place right now than we were a year ago at this time. And it's about continuing to make those steps. And yeah, that'll always be a motivation factor depending on who you are, what you did in that game and how it played out. And so, yeah, it'll continue, but it's about just making sure these guys are getting better. We all understand the urgencies of us improving.
Why do you say you're in a better place now than you were a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, just second year offensively for sure, right? Second year in Mike's offense. Yeah, that last year at this time, right, was the first time you're hearing these things. You're on the 500 level now, you know what I mean? And you're talking these plays in particular game situations, down in distances, and not just, the breaks, the alignments, and things like that, right? We were getting into the nuts and the bolts of the thing. So, yeah, it's just year two of anything. I'm sure year two, and, when you're covering, you're a lot more better, a lot confident in it. And I just think that us and the quarterbacks, we just broke down at the end of practice and talked about what we felt good about this offseason in comparison. And, yeah, that was the first thing, is being in year two, everything's faster.
People on the outside will say, look at the team and say you lost a lot of guys. You didn't replace a lot of veterans. You're going with a lot of young guys. They wouldn't say you're better off talent-wise. And how would you address that?
Talent's just the beginning, first off. And you're not win games with just talent. So, and you don't win games on paper, and talent's really not decided on paper.
So let's talk about that real quick, man. Let's talk about that little tidbit he just said. So they did lose some players, but I think one thing I want to say, he is right. Talent is not the only thing that you look at, right? I also don't think they lost that much talent, dog. And I think people overstate how much talent the Dallas Cowboys have actually lost. Because outside of Tyron Smith, right, who you really didn't know who's gonna play the entire year this year either, right? Let's be realistic and put that out there, right? Let's be realistic and just say that. Outside of All-Pro Tyron Smith, a lot of the people that you lost are replaceable, man. Like Stephon Gilmore, I like him. He wasn't healthy at the end of the season. He still really ain't healthy right now. You still got Duron Bland, and you're getting Trayvon Diggs back. You still got Micah Parsons. Now, I didn't like that you lost Big Hank, right? Jonathan Hankins, he was your best one tech. But, outside of that, I think your linebacking core got better by adding Eric Kendricks. I think that you did have a pretty solid draft, at least in terms of athleticism. So I don't really think they lost a whole bunch of shit.
True. That we lost a lot of depth. You know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of depth. But shout out to my boy Bobby Ellis for being a trapper for 2 months. You understand? And his trap message is Dak going to get paid before training camp, Landlord. I hope so. It'll give everybody a boost and light a spark behind everybody. I think it will. But what was your point here?
In regards to that, I'm just saying I think people are over exaggerating about how much talent that we lost. Because, man, your defense already was giving up 28 points per game against good teams. So if you lost a couple of guys that were responsible for that, did you really get that much worse? Your offense damn near the same. And you replaced Tyron Smith with a first-round pick. We damn sure upgraded Tyler Biadasz. I'm not even going to argue nobody about that. Even if you don't think that Tyler, and he won't be first year. Tyler Guyton won't be as good as Tyron Smith, but I know damn well Cooper Beebe going to be better than Tyler Biadasz.
I feel the same about that. And then when you think about it, we lost Michael Gallup, but more opportunities for any one of those guys is better. I think we wasted a lot of reps for Michael Gallup. We wasted a lot of targets because he did not produce. I don't know why, but, he just didn't produce. So, I think the offense could be more efficient and just overall better with just targeting better players. So, okay, Michael Gallup gone. Then you got Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler. We love Sam Williams over here. Slam Williams, I think he can be a monster. I think he can honestly be a double-digit sack guy. But he just got to make sure he stay focused, keep his head on straight, stuff like that. I feel like he will. I feel like Zim is the right kind of guy for him. I think Sam is a dude that needs a little structure. Like, that's my guy, but I think he needs a little structure. Some people, you know what I'm saying? Some of your friends you got to pay a little more attention to. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? They get the wandering or something and they might find some trouble. Like, I think Sam Williams needed that new voice in the building. I really do. I think it's going to work out and work wonders for him.
I mean, you also got to think the man is young.
Yeah.
When we talk about Sam Williams, he is a very young dude, man. So, he might have, some things he got to work through. But he's a very talented player, and he should have some opportunities. Unless Nealon straight up beats him out in the rotation for defensive end 3, then Sam Williams will have a productive season. But I think even with adding Nealon, you added a guy who's a great run defender, and he'll give you some effort sacks. Because I don't think he's a natural pass rusher like that, but he's not ever going to give up on a play. Ever. He'll definitely do what D.A. did. Dorrance Armstrong always ended up with sacks, not because Dorrance Armstrong was this world generational talent as a pass rusher. He just didn't stop playing.
Facts. And before we get back into the interview, man, make sure y'all support the channel, man. I know HTM been on here for almost 2 hours. I was running out of work and driving through a monsoon, a crazy weather storm to be here for y'all, man. So make sure y'all support. Make sure y'all hit the like and share button at the very least. If you're feeling generous, you make sure you hit the Cashapp, the donate, the super chat. That's how you support the independent content creators, man. And we do appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all subscribe too, man. I know it's a whole lot of new people watching the show as of late. I go by Landlord from Alabama. That's my partner, HTM Sports. Make sure y'all go to our channels and sub up, man. We appreciate y'all for all the love and support.
Indeed. And, hey, speaking of donation, if you send $5 to $Hennythemoor, or if you send $5 through the super chats or super stickers, you will get entered for a Dallas Cowboy jersey. So we're holding a raffle in the liquor store. So you want an opportunity to win a Cowboy jersey of your liking, all you got to do is hit the Cash App or the Super Chat to get raffle entries.
Facts. But let's get back into the content.
Indeed. So let's see what else Dak says, because he might say something else to make me stop the damn interview.
Yeah. I understand what it looks like, what it may look like from the outside. I understand the lack of moves that gets done creates that conversation. But I'm confident in the men we have. Honestly, I just said it when I was talking about breaking the quarterbacks down. For the last 3 years, going back to, I guess, Tyler Smith's rookie class, right? I was like, man, it's the best rookie class I've seen. To said it last year, honestly, I said it again. I'll say it now.
Yes.
And very confidently.
Now, listen, we've been fighting for Dak all offseason, right? I've been saying I don't feel like he got enough weapons. But Rain Dakota Prescott, if you going to sit up here and tell us you do, I'm not going to say that no more. Is that fair?
It's fair enough, because you also got to think about it.
I'm not saying that no more, bro. You got enough. Go ahead.
I was actually just going to say he has a relationship with those guys. They're his friends. So
True, I give you that.
He's not going to say
that he don't.
I can get better than Brandon Cooks. That's his homeboy. Like, that's his partner at this point. They work out. He done been in this man's house, done met his baby mama. Like, you ain't going to just.
Yeah, you can't just kick him under the bus.
Yeah.
I understand that, man, but.
You can't just
he just caught up between a rock and a hard place, man, because I know Dak know he need more. I know that, but he just can't say it.
But he also
got to be held accountable too.
He also has Jake Ferguson. He loves tight ends. He probably ain't think about another damn wide receiver.
He got John Steven Jr. too.
John Steven Jr.
So he might feel good about that.
Yeah, he got CeeDee Lamb, man. Like, if I wake up, I can throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. I might feel like I'm that nigga.
All right.
Like,
you got a super over there on your end.
Yeah, Bobby Ellis said a Larry Allen jersey. Let's go, man. Shout out to you, Bobby Ellis. And I just enter you in. I'm going to put your name in here with all of the other raffle entries. Matter of fact, let me do that while I'm thinking about it. Let me add you in here, though, real quick. Boom, 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 boom.
But yeah, man.
Here you go.
I don't know if it's foul for me to say he ain't got him, but he won't say it. I know he can't say what I can say, you know.
But listen, wait. Hold the hell on. We can't sit here and we just did an hour show about Micah Parsons needing not to say some shit. And we up here trying to push for Dak Prescott to say some shit that will hurt the team.
You're right.
How am I supposed to go to war with a man he don't even think I'm good?
Time out. You
don't even think I'm good enough.
I have no fight, sir. You're right. Okay, you're absolutely right. You're right. I can't defend that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Dak to say they suck. So what do I want him to say? I don't know. But it's still like
that's what it implies. You say we need.
I have no idea what I want him to say. Now that you said, like, what do he say? Like, he can't say they suck. He can't say they. Well, he gotta say they good at least, even though he know they're not as good as he would like them to be. He's stuck, bro. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know. That's foul.
And when you know somebody personally and you want them to succeed, you probably think they a little bit better than they actually are too, though.
Yeah, you believe in. See, like I said, you get caught up in the day-to-day. You believe in that man because you've seen the work he's put in. You believe in his process. You believe in his character. So that on top of knowing him personally and seeing him personally, it's gonna make you probably overexert yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Mika said you pulling a Micah.
Hey, look, it makes no sense to fight when he's right. I give you that one. You're right. Because I wanted Micah to be quiet on some of those topics. Like, he shouldn't have just said it. But then yet I'm still saying, Dak, you gotta speak up for yourself. Can Dak even say something though? Dak don't say nothing. Can Dak say something like, don't go 10 like Micah? Can he do 3? Can he go 3?
And on a situation like that, for people that you got to throw the ball to, like even when he was playing with Deontay Thompson and Allen Hurns, he respected them enough as professionals to not throw their ass under the bus.
To not throw them under the bus. Yeah.
Because listen, if there's a soundbite of Dak Prescott saying that they don't have enough, or he wished that he had another weapon, or he wished he had more, you just said we're not talking to to regular Dallas Cowboys media. This is going to be on ESPN. Shady McCoy going to be talking shit, talking about Tom Brady would have never said that. You know what I'm saying? Let's open up a can of worms and problems that he should not eat. Just
JB, at the same time, he can be a company man, but you know what happened to them. He got to go down with the ship then.
Listen, I think
you got to go down with the ship.
There are some things that he can speak on. That's just not one of them.
You're right, though. I don't know how he would even imply that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, man, CD
I'm sick of Brandon Cooks' ass, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so sick of him being short. I don't like Turpin, bro. You know what I'm saying? Turpin arms out. You know what I'm saying? That little. He can't just say stuff like that, bro. He just can't come out and diss his players. He just can't.
Somebody called Brandon Cooks a flying body catcher in the
Who
chat
said
box?
that?
Somebody said that shit in one of the other shows.
I don't want nothing to do with that, bro. Y'all already know. I got a bad Brandon Cooks reputation. I'm sorry.
They call that man a flying body catcher. What if Dak Prescott said some shit like that? What would y'all do? What would y'all say?
Shout out to Brandon Cooks, the flying body. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't do stuff like that. So, look. But at the same time, he's playing nice. He's playing company, man. But at the same time, he must.
Willie Stovall, you said that.
Willie said that.
Wow. Was in the chat box. Willie,
You guilty.
That shit was funny.
You guilty, man. You guilty.
Oh, Bobby Ellis sent $5 for you to get a raffle entry for a Deuce Fun jersey.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's probably gonna be too small for me.
That's funny.
Brandon Crickets. I think so. Yeah, I remember that one. Brandon Crickets is insane.
It's crazy. You gonna be wearing a bigger Deuce Vaughn jersey than Deuce Vaughn.
That's wild, ain't it?
When you think about it like that.
Even with his pads on.
This is insane.
Even the jersey
slander.
that fit around his pads wouldn't be big enough for me. That's crazy.
Insane slander. I didn't even mean for this to happen. Hold on, man.
I have to give his jersey that he wear over his pads to my son.
You must got toddlers.
That's wild.
Damn,
man, shout out to Deuce. I'm glad Mr. Dika gone by now. So we safe. We safe. Mr. Dika gone by now. We good.
$58 million. I think Dak will take $58 million. I think he'll take 57. I think as long as Dak Prescott resets the market, he'll sign. Because Dak Prescott never said he wanted $60 million. Somebody on ESPN said that wild shit. He never said he wanted 60. But let's go ahead and keep going. He up here. Landlord want Dak to blow up the spot, man. Damn.
I'm sorry, man. My bad.
It's good. We forgive you, man.
Miss Mika, don't be snitching. It's no snitching in the trap, Miss Mika. It's no snitching, okay? It's no snitching in the trap. Don't do that. She's talking, I'm going to tell her. That's messed up.
Mr. Dika already said she got ears out here, man.
Mr. Dika going to come through spinning the block. We don't want no smoke with Mr. Dika.
He said Dak already said he need better players. Hold on, man. Well, he sort of did say that they didn't make no move, but at the same time,
he did say that though, didn't he?
He said,
okay, bravo Dak, because he said he did it, but he didn't ruffle no feathers. He's super PC guy, right? You don't get no more PC than Dak Prescott.
But Willie, he did it so smooth, I damn near didn't catch it.
It showed passed me by. I didn't even really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even really notice it as much. That was slick. Dak slick. He's slick with it. I ain't gonna lie.
That boy from that boot, you know them country boys be talking.
She said, I ain't snitching, but there's rats in the trap. Okay. I see how you operate.
Man, he said,
but man, that's crazy. I thought I seen Mr. Digger in here. I got scared for a minute. My bad. I'm like, hold on. The enforcement in here. My bad. But yeah. I don't know about that, man. I really don't. Dak gonna have to go down with the ship. That's just how this works. If you man enough to be company man, you man enough to hold on and go down with the ship. Cause somebody gotta get it. Somebody gotta get the blame. You deflecting the blame from them. So where it gonna go? It gonna go somewhere. Mm-hmm. It can't just disappear. The blame gotta go somewhere.
Everybody needs blame when folks fail, though.
The accountability. Yeah.
Accountability. And listen, It could be this much accountability. It could be this much. It could take up the whole damn screen. You know, not every situation is created equally in regards to that.
Let's go and get done with the video, man, because I ain't ate not one iota of food, okay?
Shit, don't sit up here and die on the screen, man.
It's possible, you know what I'm saying? We're going to pray about it.
I'm going to pray for you. All right, let's go.
Say that they're better than last year's best class, and that's credit to each and every one of those guys who've come in with the right mindset. Credit to our coaches that I'm confident in what we've got, what we can do. Second year in this offense, you'll see some guys that maybe just didn't have the opportunity, whose opportunities upon us and going to make big plays. Guys like Jalen Brooks, Cropper,
hold on, wait,
a bunch of Deuce, a bunch of guys that just.
He named Jalen Brooks real quickly.
He named Jalen Brooks before he named Jalen Toad.
He named Jalen Brooks like ASAP. I'm not gonna cap. So maybe my assessment was wrong. I called him the Dennis Houston of camp. We'll have to see.
He also spoke.
He said Jalen Brooks' name ASAP, like ASAP.
Man, but he spoke highly of Dennis Houston too, though. But Dennis Houston was the only dude that could run those raggedy ass option routes, so that's different.
Exactly.
All right, I ain't gonna hold on to that too long. But let's move along.
Young, but their time's coming.
Today in 7-on-7, some big plays on both sides of the ball, big energy on both sides of the ball after those big plays. How good does it feel to kind of already have a training camp feel to your reps in early June?
I love it. We all know I love to compete, talk trash. So that's the base of it. You have to have fun doing this, and we know each and every day we're going to come in, we're going to compete against each other, but we're trying to get each other better. And so, no better way than competing, talking, having energies high, celebrating after big plays, and it just makes it fun. It makes that whole iron sharpen iron fun. Understanding you're dealing with heat, dealing with all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to get better, and let's have fun doing it.
How do you balance it? How do you balance this period until camp going forward? Because you have the personal time to get away from it, but you also take a trip with some of the guys and bond and work there and work on routes. So kind of what does your schedule look like from this point on? How do you address it?
Yeah, I've got a busy couple of weeks coming up, honestly. But I'm just doing what I always do. I feel like I say it all the time. I'm going to stay present. Right now it's this interview. Right now it's, getting to meet with these guys this afternoon. Finishing mini camp tomorrow, and then from there I'll see what that day has. And that's what have always allowed me to have the energy to have a crazy schedule, to be able to enjoy my time with my family. And then when it's football, and that's where all my energy goes is just by staying present. So no better time for me to practice that, honestly, than this busy month that I have coming up.
How has been a dad change in you going away with the guys? I mean, would that make a difference this year than in past years when you were single and you really have the responsibilities?
No, family would enjoy a trip, so they won't necessarily be with the guys, with us, but mom and baby girl can go enjoy a trip themselves, so it's part of it. I've talked about it before. She does a great job of just allowing me to focus when I need to focus, and football is what allows us to have that life. Yeah, I mean, they may join the trip, not with the guys like I said, but at the end of the day, it's a blessing to have that responsibility and be able to balance the two, and being present is what allows me to do it.
Dak,
there's always a sense of urgency around here, but there's also some uncertainty with contracts for guys. Last year for you, last year for some guys, every coach, all that stuff. Does it raise any urgency as you're going into this season?
This is the urgency you should always have, to be honest. So maybe guys who normally wouldn't feel it. So I don't mind it. Been in this position before. I'm a gambling man. Will gamble on myself and my guys. So not actually, guys. I understand. There's been a lot of shit with that. So not that way. Just so yeah. That being said, yeah. There you go.
Dak, in the last year we've talked about Mike McCarthy's offense, but what role has Brian Schottenheimer played in everything and getting you guys ready and implementing?
Yeah, huge role. One of the best coaches I've been around, hands down. Probably doesn't get enough credit. Like you said, I'm always saying Mike's offense, and I think Mike would tell you this is our offense, going into the stuff that we did before those guys got here and detailing it with him, adding some of the things he did best, to Shotty coming in, adding some of the things that they've done best, and detailing the plays that I had. That, yeah, it's a collective effort, and Shotty is a hell of a coach, super detailed. no better guy in calling guys out, making them be accountable at the same time, praising those guys, praising those men, making them feel confident through a mistake, through a good play. So he's a hell of a coach, and we're blessed to have him. And we made a huge leap because of him, and we'll make another one because of what he puts into this.
You talked about the young receivers. Is the blessing in disguise. Obviously, you want CD here.
Yeah.
But those guys getting a lot of reps for the team, getting a lot of more reps with you.
Yep. No, for sure. No, you're right. I mean, obviously, CD's handling business. Nobody's more in his corner than I am, understanding that's his chest moving. He's got to do that. So I know him. I know he's been working. As I said, I've thrown with him, so he's just fine. But, yeah, the fact of him not being there, as I said, the Crops, the Brooks, some of the.
So they are working out. Okay. Hey, y'all told me that CD Lamb couldn't stand that man. Do you remember that, Landlord?
They couldn't stand who?
See, he couldn't stand Dak Prescott. Remember after what
after his mama said, man, you know.
Folks, listen, man, my mama didn't like all my friends.
Straight up.
Man, you crazy.
My mama had a meeting with me one day. She brought my dad in there and everything. She like, listen, you're running with the wrong crowd. Hey, you ain't lived unless you had that kind of conversation. Man. Your mama up there like, that boy ain't did nothing right. His mama ain't right. They talk real bad about you when they trying to get you. They talk real bad about your friend. His mama ain't right, dad ain't right, they ain't did nothing right.
Boy.
Good grief. Mama, I thought you liked her. I lied. I was trying to be cordial. My bad.
Calvin Jefferson said, Mama didn't improve some of your cousin. He ain't lying. Mama gonna say, I know that's your cousin. But she gonna say it just like that. I know that's your cousin. But
he ain't good.
But you know how they are on that side of the family. Some of them folks' mama ain't like they damn wife. What you talking about? Your wife and your mama don't talk. Your mama ain't wish your wife a happy Mother's Day.
Straight up. She ain't want to eat none of her food at the potluck. She ain't did none of that.
Man, hell nah. That's why I be saying, like, just
you know when your mama and her involved, they gonna be like, who all over there before they come? Is that girl there? I'm good.
I've been married to that girl, to that woman for 15 years.
Her name, that girl. Is that girl still there? Mama, she had your grandchildren. Good grief.
Oh,
be nice, please.
But that's all I'm saying, though. Just because your mama don't like somebody don't mean they ain't your partner. Don't mean you ain't got love for them.
That's funny, though. That's comedy. I'm sorry. Well, we be having fun, man. I hope y'all have fun with us like we do. We be having fun doing this. But, man, I'm going to have to skedaddle. I got to go because I don't have not one nutrient in my body. I have no, my ligaments are weakening right now.
That's funny. You know, Micah Parsons used the word ligament in his
He did, and I started laughing. As soon as he said it. But, man, look, like we said, this your first time watching, man. It's a whole lot of new people coming in for the win. We appreciate you, but make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. And make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, man, and become a member of the Trap and the Liquor Store. Make sure you show love on both sides, man, on his channel and my channel. And you already know how we do it over here for the Cowboys, man.
Indeed. So, yeah, man, it's your boy, Hennythemoor, reporting live from the liquor store. Tap in tomorrow around the same time. We'll be live again, man. But, yeah, it was fun. Always a pleasure to jump on here with my brother, Landlord. And make sure y'all hit his Cash App or his Super Chat, man. He going out to Oxnard to bring y'all exclusive content during training camp, man. He will tell you with his own two eyes who's out there balling, who out there bullshitting.
I'm going to let you know. One of the main people I'm going to be looking for right now is Jalen Brooks. Jalen Brooks and Caleb Carson. All the people that they hyping up, I'm going to be locked in. I'm going to give you a full report every day that I be there. That's what I'm going to do. I might just ask a grocery list of players. Who y'all want me to focus on today? And you're going to get a full detailed report.
Oh, my mama. Yeah, man. He said the show need to have a call in. We'll get a call in eventually, man. We got to figure out how to navigate this new setup.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, Land, you can jump off. They want to watch the last 4 minutes of the video. So I'll play on the last 4 minutes of the video, and then I'll jump off, too.
Okay, man. I appreciate y'all, man. One more time, I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Make sure y'all tap in for the win and have a great rest of your night, man. Salute.
Salute. I'm gonna holler at you, Landlord.
Already.
All right, so let's knock out the last 4 minutes or so of the video. We'll give our final thoughts and we'll wrap it up, man. So let's go.
These guys being able to get in there and take those reps, right? Tober playing all 3 positions and getting valuable reps with me, and honestly growing my confidence of them. That those guys are going to have to make plays and catches in games, and they're getting more confident in each rep that they get. And so, yeah, it's been a positive.
Where were you Monday when the Jefferson contract came down, and did you text CD and say, let's get it done, or where are you?
Yeah, I think I was in here doing physicals, and yeah, I called him.
Would you ever want to fly with Brandon?
No. I mean, I would, though, honestly. It doesn't sound exciting, but I'm a gambling man. And, yeah, and I guess it'd be fun. Honestly, it'd be fun. It'd be a thrill. I trust him, honestly. I know the guy that he is. I know how he is with football, and so just know who he is, that he's a hell of a pilot, and just the way that he approaches life.
Have you asked him about what it's like or why you got interested in that, anything like that?
I forget why he got interested in it. I think just he realized it was a challenge. He realized he could do it in 5 months or so and be qualified, and went and did it just that way. I mean, I think that speaks to who he is. And yeah, I mean, I see pictures I think that he's posting on social media as the rest of us have, and just shake our heads. But no, I'll go one day. Don't look forward to it necessarily, but it'll be exciting when it happens.
Mike has been pretty vocal about leadership and culture. He wasn't here throughout the offseason, the voluntary portion. Are you cool with his approach in those regards?
One more time?
Micah.
Okay, I thought you said Mike. One more time, say again then.
Micah, he's pretty vocal about leadership culture, wasn't here all the time in the offseason. Just wondered if you're cool with his approach to things in those regards.
I didn't hear his interview. What was his approach?
Missing voluntary OTAs.
I don't want to speak on it. Mike is always going to talk. I respect Micah. He's a smart guy. He understands and he knows what he's saying and what he's getting at. He's a president of a media group, so I don't want to jump into what exactly he said, but I truly just didn't watch the interview, and I don't know what he said.
Not having him here all the time in the offseason, are you okay with that approach from him?
I mean, once it goes to the approach like I talked about, CD. At the end of the day, these guys are professionals. This is option. You know what I mean? It's optional. I'm here, right? Would love for Mike to be here. Trust me, he's heard me say that, but this is optional. I know he's getting better. I know he's working on his body, so I don't have any angst or concerns there. Yeah, he's going to be the best player that he needs to be, and he'll get himself that way in the training, and he'll get the knowledge that he needs to from Zim and the guys.
We're going to finish up with Nick right here.
Dak, no secret that you'll have a different center this year going into 2024. What intention and effort do you put into assimilating that new center, whoever it might be?
Yeah, I mean, just the communication, speeding up the process, giving that guy a lot of confidence and being able to get the calls out to Ferg so Ferg can feel confident and not bother me, and just really just trusting, giving him my trust so he understands that we all trust him. And it's been Brock, it's been BB, and they're doing an amazing job. TJ Bass, they're all getting in there. Dakota Shep, and have done a great job. So I don't want to say we're worried about that position at all. One of those guys will take over and run.
How tough would you say that battle would be? How tough would you say that battle's going to be in Oxnard?
I think it'll be fun. It's anytime you've got competition and you've got a couple of guys who are capable of that being their job and are fighting for it, it's only, you're going to get at least 2 or 3 guys better out of it, no matter who gets the job. So it's fun.
You mentioned the rookie class. What have you seen from Guyton? What has caught your eye about him?
Yeah, this whole class, just how smart they are, them understanding the attention to details, following the old guys, asking questions, not being hesitant. A lot of times you get rookies come in, the eyes are down, this group walks around, head up, looking to engage in conversation, looking to learn, and it starts with Guyton, honestly. Leader of that group, first pick, and he's done a great job, as the rest of them have, of coming in and having a great offseason to make sure that they hit training camp full speed.
How these last few months been with Zeke back in the building and how he's looked?
The fucking best.
And there you have it. That's
Mike was saying he thought this.
And his interview. And listen, you are right. He does cuss like a sailor in real life. He really be cussing through the interviews. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but there's a couple of tidbits to take away from that, man. Like he mentioned Jalen Brooks multiple times. He mentioned Jalen Marino Cropper multiple times. And like you said, you know, having that trust with a wide receiver. Basically, if he don't trust you, he ain't throwing you the ball. If he ain't throwing you the ball, you're not gonna get on the field no way. So building that trust and having that camaraderie with Dak Prescott is how you are able to eat in Dallas if you're a skill position player. But yeah, man, like well, it's been 2 hours and some change. I do have to depart. I have some things to do. Appreciate y'all for everything, the love and support. On the way out, man, hit that like button, hit that share button, slap the shit out of Eagles fan to get that liquor store discount, because we got everything you need under the sun, right? We got gin, we got hen, everything you need to make you sin, so tap in with your boy. And in the words of my brother, West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up.